Hello.
Again.
Nice start.
This time with feeling.
Friends.
Is there something wrong?
No.
Today we'll be playing BurnBryte.
Ooh, listen to that
Sparking
voice,
the
Kraw.
Part
That's
1.
Who are you?
that's smexy. That
The
is.
I like it.
password
I
is
like it.
frugal.
This is what happens when you get too much
Let's all
technology.
get up on our microphones.
Yeah, exactly,
That's
right?
really deep.
Let's all talk like microphones. Like what's
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
guys, when I have a desk and can actually get a boom mic to put in my face,
There you
just
go.
wait.
Oh.
Well,
Wait for the bullshit.
yeah.
See, bear in
I'm
mind
sitting
that
at a TV table right now.
mine's normally like right here. I know you can't see his perspective. Mine's normally about right here, which is like almost an arm's length away.
Hmm?
And then I just keep moving a little closer. I have to get quiet because I know it gets
Oh
louder.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's the clean sound right there, baby.
It is the clean sound. I know, but I don't like
Yeah.
speaking quiet. I'm a very loud person, so I usually put this
That's
next to my.
fair.
But I can get really quiet.
Oh
really
god.
close.
Nope. Negative. 0. X card. X card.
We just on
anyways.
Kraw's OnlyFans channel right
There
there.
you go.
Oh,
My
yeah, all right.
OnlyFans.
Anyways.
Hello, Kraw.
Yeah.
Just see ASMR voice. Go be a book
Matt, don't
talker.
worry. You
That'd
don't
be
need to
great for you.
introduce me. I know.
Tell us what we're
I
doing.
know.
Yep, I said it. BurnBryte. We're playing Sparking the Zenith. We're still in part 1 of 5. Part 1, at least of how many parts. Who knows?
Does that
So
mean
we're
we get a
finishing
story arc for every part?
What? Who told you? Who told you? Matt.
I just figured it
I
out.
told her
got
nothing. I
excited.
don't know anything about what we're doing
Just
ever.
make sure,
I just got excited and figured it out.
I have
Wow,
the
that's
memory of a
crazy.
goldfish. I don't know what we're talking about anymore.
5 parts, 5 parts of your story path. That's ludicrous. It was playing Sparking the Zenith. It's been modified of different BurnBryte modules, and then we'll do some homebrew stuff at the latter half of the campaign. But regardless, we're still in the Trapped at the Edge portion, which is part 1, a slightly modified version of Trapped at the Edge, which is originally a BurnBryte one-shot. We're 2 sessions into the one-shot.
Nice. I mean, it is slices and dices.
It also wasn't supposed to be. I just purposely made it not a one-shot. So, anyways, we've been playing some time. If anyone else looks at the BurnBryte system, Matt, who's the person who made the BurnBryte system? Where's the best place to find it?
Yeah, so BurnBryte was made as a direct connection to the Roll20 system. So Roll20 was actually it is an original Roll20 system that can only be played on Roll20 as a TTRPG. So it can't be sort of played in any other way because the character sheets are created within Roll20. Now, of course, you could ostensibly, if you wanted to, make this a paper and pen RPG, but BurnBryte was made directly by Roll20. There are several individuals who I believe made Roll20. I'm looking them up right now because
Not made Roll20, but made BurnBryte. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, BurnBryte. My fault. BurnBryte creators. If I remember, I think it's James Introcaso.
Sounds right. That sounds like a familiar name.
Yes, it was James Introcaso and Jim McClure. That's correct.
I think it's good to have an introduction for BurnBryte because still, even after the 3rd session, for those who are watching, probably don't know what it is. It's not fully. There's no D20 section in the system at all. It's a fun system. I think for those who are watching for the first time, you use basically every kind of dice besides D20. So it's quite interesting to go between them, and I really like the system. That's why I'm running it. So, anyways, I guess it's best to start the introductions before we go on, just to get everyone's characters through, so we can leave early, depending on how when we want to end, because I know there's some few people who may need to leave early. So let's go. I'm just going to go through in a random order. So we'll start with person playing Bharz Jham, which Jane.
Oh shit, that's me. Hi, how's it going? I'm Jane, or you can call me Miss Deadite. You can find me on our Discord. I post a lot of memes there. We have a lot of fun. So, and you'll find me on some other shows. There's Ravenloft next week, Ashley B Team for some shenanigans, and Star Wars 5e whenever Red can pencil in a time for that, and yeah, there's some other things, but we'll talk about those later.
Speaking of Red, Hera Cross.
Hi, I'm Red. As Mr. I said, I sometimes run the Star Wars 5e game when I stop procrastinating, but you'll find me on the Slices and Dices Discord as well. And I'm usually playing games when I'm not playing games. So either I'm playing TTRPGs or I'm playing Steam games or GOG games or Epic games or
Elnet? No? All right.
Yeah. Me? Now? Sorry, I didn't hear
No,
what you said.
no, I said Battle.net. You
Oh,
said I heard
Battle.net.
GOG games,
Oh,
I
yeah,
heard Steam
Battle.net,
games,
sorry.
and Epic games. Battle.net, you heard about? Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
okay,
Battle.net.
not talking about the current Battle.net. I'm talking about the old, like the 98 Battle.net. And we're going back to like StarCraft Brood War and StarCraft
Hell
1. Let's
yeah, man.
Wait,
Now you're speaking my language.
How old were you in 1998?
Two.
Exactly.
I did play a lot. I played a lot of Brood. Yeah, Brood War is kind of like one of my favorite RTS games of all time. Command and Conquer 0 hours better, but StarCraft's really good regardless.
Red alert for
Actually,
me.
I take a lot. Actually, that's true. Command and Conquer 3 actually, because it has Kane in it, and Kane's like my favorite character in almost any game. Almost.
Which
Kane's
is
so
the
good.
which is the Command and Conquer with Tim Curry in it?
Red
Where
Alert.
he's- Red Alert.
Yeah.
Where it's like,
Nice.
we're going where no one can ever go. Space.
Yeah, I'll go to one place.
Go
Capitalism
to
is
the
not
one
infected.
place that is yet to be
Space.
corrupted by capitalism.
Anyways, Matt,
George Takei in that
Space!
too. George
Matt,
Takei calling
Free-
everybody
Matt-
like you're made of stupid and all that. Oh,
playing
God,
because
so many
Matt
good-
wanted to talk so badly. Matt Freedom 76.
I'm sorry. That was just like I had to bring it up because I can't remember
It's okay.
things anymore because I'm real old. So thank you for being my
Oh,
support system.
shut up. You're a couple years older than me.
That makes me older. Right?
Literally, everyone who says they're old, like, oh, I'm so forgetful, forgetting how forgetful they were in the past. All right,
Well,
everyone's forgetful. Calm down.
okay, good. I'm just more forgetful. I win. So hey everybody. I'm Matt. I help to run things around this channel. This crazy channel. We've been doing role-playing games for the last 6.5 years. So yeah, we're gonna continue on for another 66.5 years. That's right.
Yeah.
You know
I'll
it.
be dead.
Yeah,
I will be
I
very,
want to
very
role play
dead.
when I'm that old.
Yes.
I'm there for it.
We'll just be brains in jars at the time. It's fine.
Not me.
Why the fuck not?
Hi, I'm
What if it
making
just
it past
ends in
100, baby. It's a goal.
Ugh, I don't envy you.
Hopefully I'll
We'll be
get my
heads and
cyborg
jars.
body.
We'll be fine.
we'll all be fine.
We'll
So
be fed fish food.
you can find me here on this wonderful Discord that we have created for the channel. You can find me here running games for these wonderful folks. And just in general, just sort of you can find us on our YouTube channel and of course here on Twitch. Besides that, I just don't like social media in its current in its form of representation. So I'm just staying way the hell away from it. Yay. That's me.
You remember
Is it-
MySpace?
Is it
No.
Is it time for us to
I
let
do.
everyone know that Matt asked us to make Twitter accounts like a few years ago?
I did. What did I know at the time? Whoops.
So young and
I
naive.
didn't want to make one.
That's okay. You don't need to worry about it now.
That's okay. I deleted it.
Good.
Then Maury.
All right, me, Maury. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, hey, I'm Tally. I'm usually someone who's just wondering about playing various games, video games, tabletop games with all these fine folks around me. Literally just got done with Call of Cthulhu like last week, and boy howdy, that was something.
It was amazing.
Emotionally hungover.
Yes.
Still can't believe I got to fight Francis. But no, yeah, I'm usually hanging around on Discord and whatnot, just playing video games, tabletop games, shenanigans, and yeah, you'll find me on Blue Sky as Tally. And yeah, that. Moving on.
Mm-hmm.
No, keep going.
What's there to go on about?
Asra.
Hi, Asra, also known as Sarah, which I realize has the same letters minus the H. That
Does.
was not on. It was not on purpose at all. Actually, no. I did Google searching on names, and I picked her name for a reason. in the language it comes from, which is not one I speak. But hi, I'm Sarah. I am also old, and I have a memory like a fucking elephant unless you ask me why I just walked into this room or why I just picked up my phone, in which case I have no answer for you. You can find me here on Slices and Dices most Fridays, some Thursdays, occasionally other days, playing every game they will allow me to play, and sometimes running them.
We're gonna have to hold an intervention.
For those of you who are interested in Vaesen, I need you to know that I have been deep diving back into the maps for our next adventure. I'm working on building those, and I am hoping to make actually figuring out that mystery my deep dive for next week. So hoping I can get that on the books and ready to go soon. No promises, but we're going to try. And other than that, you can find me at Lovely Llama across the interwebs in various places. Although, if you asked me the last time I logged into my Twitter account, I couldn't fucking tell you because I have no idea. I really only ever made it or use it for yelling at corporations whose customer service lines don't answer me.
The last time I used Twitter was when I first found Slices and Dices.
I mean, the last
literally the only reason I do not delete my Twitter account is because I am friends with John Cleese on Twitter.
Well,
like, he follows me, and he doesn't follow that many people, and it's actually him because I also have chatted with his daughter on Twitter. That is the only reason I don't delete it, because I can't. My Monty Python loving soul can't let go of that connection, even though I never log in.
What's your bacon number?
I mean, hell, the only.
My bacon number is actually. I'm pretty sure it's 2. Because
I doesn't know what a bacon number is.
6 degrees of Kevin, you know what 6 degrees of separation is, right? You're 6 degrees, the idea of being in a movie and you can be 6 degrees from Kevin Bacon because he's been in so many things. I'm pretty sure it's 2, but it might, because your bacon number is 0 if you've actually been in a movie with him. It's 1 if you're one movie separated. I haven't done enough research, but it honestly could probably be 1 because I'm in the background of Birdman. And I did actually, I found myself in the background of Birdman. You can see me. And I've done background and some indie shit that gives me enough connections that it's a minimum of 2, but it might be 1. I'll come back to you at the next BurnBryte with a definitive answer.
And then, just because I'm in a joking mood, why don't we go mad again?
What?
I'm just kidding.
Stop! Stop making fun of me!
Matt, we adore you. Oh, that was great. That was so perfect.
Also, the temporary fear that was on Tally's face because there were pillows flying overhead.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Wait, what happened?
I have to watch it.
I have to watch the VOD now to find out why
so
that happened.
Good.
They threw a pillow.
I mean,
they're sitting there like.
I mean, listen, my partner wanted to make sure I was okay and cozy, so I got this amazing blanket.
Oh,
it does
very
look really
nice.
soft.
It's so warm too, like especially like at night.
I've got this hoodie dress and it's great.
It's like the only blanket I will ever need to sleep in.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's
I
that
got a couple
freaking
of
good.
those. Yeah.
I'm Kraw, resident Thorn enjoyer. TH is a bad letter set. We should replace them all with Thorn in the English language, as we know. Google it. And then it wasn't that funny. Anyways,
You okay there?
No.
It was just Thorn. Thorn's not that crazy of a letter. It's a good letter. We should have it. Add Thorn back to the English language.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know.
Thorn!
What's going on here?
Anyway.
All I know is that Ellie looks like they're about to die. So.
Matt, Kraw is being Kraw. Just let it happen.
Good. Google it.
Let it wash over you.
Google Thorn the characters. And it's a character it used to be a character in Old English. Anyways.
Let it pass over you and through you, and when it is gone, nothing but sanity will remain.
Anyway,
I'm sorry, I was trying to litany against fear and I failed.
Yeah,
litany against Kraw.
You could find me on. I actually am on Blue Sky, but I don't look at it. I treat Blue Sky like I used to treat Twitter a year ago. I don't use it. I have it. Don't use it. And then you can always call me and talk to me in Discord. I'm always in Discord, and also I do occasionally stream some completely unrelated games that are not tabletop RPGs on my YouTube channel. That don't get a lot of views because I don't really advertise them at all. So this is an interesting thing.
There's a couple of ways to amend that.
It's fine. It's a bit. It's a different It's a different experience, a different Kraw you see there.
Is it more for your
Hmm.
pleasure, or is it just a hobby, or?
It's a weird thing to ask.
Using the P word is in
There is
that
no
sentence
Kraw.
probably
weird way.
No, I
mainly-
I'm
stream
very
just because
tired.
I'm joking. I stream mainly because I can look back at the videos and see stuff I do with my friends at the time.
That's fun.
There is no
Um,
Kraw.
okay.
Only
Jane,
Zenith.
you haven't played with Kra as much as the rest of us. You don't understand that sometimes he will just say shit to you with a completely deadpan face that is meant as a joke, and you just have
I mean,
That's usually my response. Is this just like
just
I mean,
I
heck,
just
usually-
I just kind of like when he does that to me, I just stare back at him and go,
well, given how long I've known
Okay.
Kraw all these years, especially in his tabletop games.
Leslie Nielsen's one of my favorite actors. That's not a joke.
there you go. That oh
That
my
makes a lot of
god, that
sense.
explains so fucking much.
that makes a lot of sense.
That
I've watched
so
some Police
fucking
Gun.
much.
I've watched Naked Gun. I've watched Airplane. Airplane's one of my favorite movies of all time.
So, Kraw, I will say upon you starting this, I just want to let you know, good luck. We're all counting on you.
Oh, we already landed the plane. But thanks. But anyways,
Ah, my
Oh
jaw.
god.
I don't have a drinking problem though. Anyway,
Yet.
You should have just thrown that water in your face, bro.
Should
I-
we start
I
this
considered
game?
it, but yeah, we can start. Yeah, I'm the game. Yeah, I just want. I'm in a joking mood tonight.
This is going to be the whole second episode.
This is
guys are
actually
in,
the whole
this is the
episode.
session I needed. This is the session I needed.
you
Tonight,
guys
so
are
I'm
in for
here
a treat,
it.
all right?
I am here for the chaos.
There's a certain character tonight that you guys are gonna meet up, and I'm gonna try my best to get the energy I want of them. And this is the kind of energy they have. You know, we're gonna.
No,
Fuck
gonna be
yeah.
interesting.
I'm all right with
Here
it. I just don't
for
want to
it.
have like some person commenting on the YouTube channel like game starts 25:22, right?
Do we ever have
Oh, we're-
comments like that?
We're
Yes.
so entertaining, Matt.
He's
Oh
lying.
shit.
I usually delete them.
Anyways, why? They're
Is it-
helpful.
It's passive aggressive rude, especially if it's like game
Fair.
starts at 23 minutes and 22 seconds. I'm like, yeah, but
At least it's not
sometimes-
someone
Game.
just posting first.
Yeah, but sometimes it's just like, some people don't want to listen. They just want to listen to tabletop RPG. They don't want to listen
That's
to hang out, which is
fine.
fine. I understand
that's
that.
fine.
Anyways, why don't we
That's why
begin?
have
Shall we?
chapters.
Let's go.
Yeah, might as well. That's what we're here for.
So, in our
Yeah.
previous session
we
of
here for?
BurnBryte, which was who knows, it wasn't 6 months ago or 8 months ago like it was last time. It's only been 2
Thank
months.
God.
It has only been 2 months. Yeah.
Maybe. And so you guys probably hopefully are a little more eager and try to get into the zone. Remember, Freedom 76 is for freedom. Asra's I don't remember. Anyways,
Drinking.
As
I'm
much
gonna
not
do it
Asra.
again.
Alcohol.
This is how I am today. I don't know. And so basically, what you guys have done, you landed at a station that you were requested by the Egon Overguild to acquire some well, not acquire the plasma, just let them know that there's actually plasma there, so they can actually send a ship out. You're basically a scout for them. So that was your original job. Of course, no job is as easy as anyone says. And when you got there, you found the plasma as expected, but then a few ghosts, plasma ghosts. A few of you knew that when a person falls into plasma, they themselves become a plasma ghost. I need to figure out how to use Bharz so I can play StarCraft music because it works out really well with this. But regardless, I'll do that in a bit. We have music while we're talking. You guys fought the plasma ghost and a giant, not a giant, decently sized, large creature that we actually were going to end with Bharz. Start with Bharz with this creature. Because this creature, as you guys did not kill it. You killed a lot of the ghosts. They just dissipate and go back into the plasma. But this one creature did not get killed. It was non-lethal. It was simply, well, I should say non-lethal. Non-lethal it's not non-lethal in BurnBryte. For those who remember, you don't have to necessarily do physical damage to a creature. You can break their will to fight, for example.
We can insult them.
So this creature, made of this translucent white, similar in like rainbowish colors, as their prism-like, almost bubbly figure approaches Bharz, who also approached them at the same time. It has 4 eyes and very sharp teeth. The quadruped itself, running up amongst the ground. It's almost half your size. Not Bharz, because Bharz is a snail, but Bharz incorporating into someone. It's about half your size. It's about a quarter of the size of Freedom 76, not Freedom. And you gotta be careful. And so I think that's where we'll begin. Let me see if I can find some music. But if you want to start, Bars, it approached you, and you approached it. It doesn't seem to make any noise.
Bharz is not currently in one of their corpses, and so is just the slug, and
Oh, so it's
a
actually it
tentacle
might be
starts
bigger than
to-
you.
Yeah, so it starts to reach a tentacle out that it forms from its amorphic slimy body.
At this point, this creature had already been pushed down for fighting, but it still saw you guys fighting back. And it recoils a little bit back, just a little, for a moment, but it doesn't stop you from doing so. As you move it's almost just like moving your hand through like a thick bubble. It gets sticky. It feels weird. It almost burns a little, but it does not. It does not pull back any too far.
Are you sure you want to touch that?
I sure as hell wouldn't.
I mean, it only burns a little bit. Like, it tingles more than burns, I guess. Anyhow,
Not
I don't know,
exactly
I
an
like 'em.
endorsement, but go ahead.
I kind of like him. And then
That starts moving against you a little bit, but it still burns a little, but not enough to damage you. But it definitely is taking some of your more mucusy outside and removing it through the bars.
both normally Bharz has eyes, but they're just little black dots. They're actually eye stalks that will start to come out, so that way I can get a little closer look to see into its eyes.
You know that. It looks at you. It's got these pupils, similar color. Once again, it's like the bubbles inside bubbles as it stares at you. 4 eyes.
It's been a while, so I don't remember if I did this before, but could I make any... I'm trying to see if there's a kind of check I would like to make to see if I can have any idea of what the hell this thing is.
I think we determined last session this is a creature called Axool. Axool.
Okay, we did. Cool. But it's also still a ghost.
That's correct.
A ghost.
But ghosts are not necessarily unaware of the surrounding. Some are. But it could take a little bit of a push, and they can gain their sapience back.
So Bharz is going to I mean, they're a slug, so it's hard to look threatening as a slug. But it's going to pull... They're going to pull more of their body kind of in a circle, and then just sort of kind of sit up a little taller, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Hey there. I'm Bharz.
You see as it tries to make a noise with its mouth, but as it does, you don't hear anything.
Bharz will turn its face. And keep in mind, with the way this creature is set up, it has to form kind of a crease across where a mouth would be. Can I keep him?
As long as you're the one that looks after him.
I fully intend to. I don't think I have to feed him.
I mean, if it wants to come with you, then I guess fine. As long as he doesn't leave any more slime trails than you do.
What is the point in taking this object thing with us?
We're supporting his freedom.
Verified. Be my guest.
First, just looks over at Hera Cross and just gives a nod, or at least what could be conferred as a nod. It's hard to tell.
Well, you better be sure to know how to feed him and take care of him in some way in the ship, if he's even gonna be allowed to.
Well,
I
I
don't
think
know.
we
I
took
mean,
some plasma for ourselves, so I think that may be what they eat. It. What pronouns do we use for it?
I mean, it's an
oh,
animal.
but it
so-
is kind of cute. It actually kind of looks like me before I took on this form. I can appreciate that.
Really? All silvery and all that?
You do remember that I used to be a prismatic crystal cat, right?
Explains a lot.
That's true, Asra. What do you look like now so we can remember?
So I started out as a prismatic crystalline cat with colorful beetles crawling in and out and around my skin. And now I look like Glean, which is the big space jellyfish, except that I am black like the void of space and full of stars, and where the Glean crystal would be, there is still the prismatic crystal, like what my previous cat form was made of.
And for those who don't know, Asra is actually a driftling, which can take on various forms of different species in the world.
Man, not gonna
Universe. Galaxy.
Yes.
not gonna lie. I thought you were part Eno.
No, darling, not at all. I just like the way they look.
Oh, you make me so fuzzy.
Bharz, as you
And
move
she'll come
around
over and like start scratching Maury behind the ears when he says that. No, darling.
And
I
Bharz,
do
as you
like the
move
way
around,
you
you find the Axel follows you. Not necessarily one to one, but it doesn't seem to find you a threat. It doesn't quite get close to anyone else, but it does follow you pretty closely.
Oh, we have a pet ghost.
No. Family.
A family ghost.
There you go.
So, what do we name him?
I'll get back to you on that one.
Dead thing?
I think he
I
looks
don't
like
think-
I think he looks like a Mickey.
I'll get back to you.
And maybe a Ricky. A
How about
lime Ricky. Damn, I could use a drink.
How about Jim?
Well, we'll leave the name to me if that's all right.
Yeah, sure. Your responsibility. How the hell did we get out of here again? Oh, yeah,
The way
we
we
got,
came
your
in, I
your
assume.
ship is docked at the south port.
about to
The
say, like,
southernmost middle port.
if I remember correctly, we managed to gather up all the battery plasma stuff right into the ship.
No, you left most of it. You were only on a scouting mission, but you guys did grab one, I believe.
To prove that it was here, yeah.
And then they said they were, if you recall, when you talked to the Egon Overguild, they said they were going to send a ship called the Catechus.
But that was gonna take freaking forever to get here.
Well, we don't have the means to move this much plasma.
You guys have been here for a while,
Come
actually.
get the rest.
Yeah, if you remember, we basically had a montage bit of you guys not doing much. You were moving the plasma, but you haven't done much else here. It's probably getting about that time. I think it was 3 weeks, if I remember correctly.
How long have we been here, actually? Damn.
About 2.5 weeks, maybe 3. You don't really even keep account.
I look at my invisible watch. Good lord. Losing
Right.
track of time in here.
I'm glad we
Well-
stocked up before we got here. But I
Time
think we
is a
should
people-made construct.
Time is a flat circle.
Sorry, Hera, you were saying?
Time is a thing with feathers.
I believe a circle goes into a pizza box.
Time is the spice of life.
I'm sorry I asked. Right, let's go back to the ship. I don't know about the rest of you, but I, for one, could use a cocktail.
As you guys head back to the ship, the Yojimbo Crystal, the name you guys gave it,
Yes,
as a reminder.
Yes, we did.
I
Sends
did
over-
not.
Sends over a message for your communicators saying, "Everyone, I just encountered a message, not for us, but it sounds like it was sent to the Catechus. If you come into the ship, we can review it."
On our way, am I? Well, I think we've been called to action.
Oh, now they
Just
finally
let it be
decided to say
fun.
something.
Delightful.
Yay.
For now, I'm just going to move you guys to the ship unless you guys have any objection.
Nope.
None whatsoever.
As you guys get on your Bolt class ship, the Yojimbo Crystal, I don't need the F-76 here anymore, is it? 1 second.
Oh, how I miss. Oh, how I miss this.
You guys can move amongst the ship as you want right now. You won't be able to in a moment, but for right now you can.
Yeah.
As you guys are at the front-ish, the Yojimbo says, "I'm going to play that message for you now, though I might warn you it's a bit strange. As I said, intercepted from a ship sending to the Catechus, not to us."
Ghost
And,
friend.
Might
Oh,
as
sorry.
well give it a listen if it's on
I'll
our
get it for ya.
frequency.
Okay, good point. Let me get the Axel. I'll have to add the Axel to the.
Monster.
There you are.
There he is.
Yay.
A black screen comes up, like a small translucent screen, and then another fully black screen, and on it you can see a few people in yellow cloaks. Most. Let's see. Nope, that's not going to fit.
Oh
We're just gonna drop music
man,
for
that
now.
was super
That was such a smooth
that
jam.
was like so
That was
Yeah.
just
that was
smooth.
smooth space jazz.
Let's how that sounds. Let's see. I think that'll work.
Aim scientist. Nice.
As the black screen comes up, and a whole bunch of people in yellow cloaks. They cover these long sleeves, even like golder trims on some of them, and going down not a polo but a full. You got some on your background there, Red. A full trim going down from their neck down to their below their stomachs, getting to their waistline, and all of them except for one are wearing these white and yellow masks that either have smiling faces or sad faces, like the comedy tragedy. And then there's one who's not looking at the front, who's looking at the others. He's got.
What color cloaks are they wearing?
Yellow.
Yellow.
Those are the people that I don't want to see anything.
Correct.
Daylight.
Yeah. Is this a message or can they see us too?
This is a message sent to the Catechus. That was
Okay.
intercepted
It's a
by
message they
Yojimbo.
can't see us. That's what I need to know.
It's a message, yeah, and it's not even sent to you. And the person who's turned around, he's looking
The
back at a
Catechus wasn't
person.
using a VPN, so we intercepted their message.
Well, the Catechus sends a message. Someone else sent this message to the Catechus. The Catechus, remember, is the ship from the Egon Overkill. Might have been a plasma. And this person, once again, in a yellow cloak, but this time not wearing a mask. You can see the edge of them. They themselves look like they're yellow, almost like a gem, like an Ulvrin. Gem-like creature. Just you can see the side of them as they're turned, looking at another person in yellow cloak. And he says, "Well, you put the screen up, or are you just gonna sit there and just let's see it? Let's see the burn. Let's see the." You didn't tell me it was fire. Hello, Catechus. I believe that's your ship's name. I saw on the side of your ship, right there on the side. It's Bulu, your best friend. I need you to just, tell me what you're doing here. I've heard a bit about something. Something about ghosts and plasma. Oh my! Fire! We want to see the burn here. We want to see your burn. Now, why don't you just come on by and let's stop on one of our ships and let's just have a little fun. Just a little fire, just a little burn. We can make ourselves at home. Come on. Let's. And the message turns to the other screen where the Catechus is responding. And they already sent a message back. It's the Thrycreen on the screen. One in a black robe. And let's see if we can find the captain's name. There it is.
Right?
Yeah.
Did you say a Thrycreen?
That's
Keith,
your
sorry.
system, Kraw. There you go.
Keith, thank you.
I'm like,
They're both.
oh my god, we
both.
switched it to D&D! God
They're
damn
both
it!
insect. They're both ant humanoids. Sorry.
We're spell jamming.
Yeah. A Keith in
Spell
in a
across the
dark red
universe.
carapace, and he's wearing a black tunic, and he's got arms behind his back. This is the tourist of the ship Catechus. I'd like you to repeat your message. I'm not quite sure of my understanding. And it goes back to this old friend who's turned his head back once again, looking at a person to his side. Well, are they going to respond, or are you just going to say, "All right, you're useless. Fire is what we need, not some sort of yellowish, whatever." Yep. Oh. Well, if we're gonna have pleasantries, I mean, Sage Brulo Cunil of the Daylight is at your service to discuss any sort of matters that you are having right now. In fact, let's end the pleasantries, shall we? We have fire aimed at you and a whole bunch of burn. So much fire. Oh, we want to see you just erupt, but we're playing with fire here. Let's calm ourselves down a little bit. Surrender to us, and we shall allow you to burn. And it turns out the Rickman again. Keithhook again. And
I think
his arms has back in. We're not surrendering to you under any means. And we're not going to give you any information on our mission. If you wish to shoot us, we're simply a transport ship. And once again, we went back to this person who's already turned his head. This is the other guy. Alright, you're going to have to aim the weapon. You're so slow!
I'm just gonna like turn over to
So slow! And he just, out of his own hand, a crystalline hand, a bit of like a fireball literally comes out of his hand and moves slowly towards this person who, their mask looks right at the fireball as it comes next to them and engulfs their entire body. And this person screams out as the fire engulfs them entirely and they are turned to ash right in the message. And the guy who's called Sage Brulo Cunil turns his face to the camera, gets closer and closer, and looks right at it. Then prepare yourselves! And the message.
I'm starting to think these guys are freaking loons.
That did not seem appropriate.
Just now catching on to that?
Well, shit, I don't think we're getting paid for this mission.
This wasn't part of the deal whatsoever.
Leo Jimbo speaks over the speakers. I can sense 7 ships in range. It looks like they're all firing on one large transport ship.
Right, kids, I think it's time to say fuck our salary and get the hell out of Dodge.
I agree.
In case you don't remember, those yellow-cloaked bastards are after one yours truly for reasons I don't understand, but I don't want to get anywhere near them if I can help it.
What'd you do to piss them off?
Like I said, absolutely no fucking idea. But they tore into my bar looking for me and I took off. Why the fuck do you think I look like this?
This was not supposed to be. This was supposed to be a simple mission, and already it's gone to shit.
Leo Jimbo says, if we head back the way we came, we are going to cross paths with them. We're going to get in the
Absolutely
very
not.
soon. There's no other way forward. We're at the end of the Ghost Belt. And I'll show you guys the galaxy map real quick so you can see it.
Yeah,
Where
we're
you
kind of
are.
boxed in at the moment. The only way out is through. So maybe we'd help
Like,
this
okay, we're
transport ship. We don't know what
Oh,
kind
I
of
see.
weaponry they would have.
No, yeah.
Bharz, you seem to be the most knowledgeable about ship systems. What would you think a transport ship would have, weaponry-wise?
I would think for a transport ship, they have to go with some basic
Lasers. Yeah.
defenses. Nothing high class like military stuff.
At the end of the day, this ship would probably be a lot quicker than a transport ship. We may be able to avoid any attacks against us, but if that transport ship can take the fire, and as they say in the old video games, if they can tank, we can flank.
Or we can just cut through and fucking run.
Oh, we kind of need
And
to
not get paid.
Yeah, I'd rather not get paid and stay alive.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, you are my crew, but this is my ship. It's what I say goes.
Oh. Glad to know where we stand.
Are you guys gonna charge towards the fleet then?
Sneak towards the fleet. Not gonna barge right in. We're not
You're
stupid.
gonna do what? I'm sorry?
Approach quietly and stealthily if possible.
I don't know if you can approach stealthily in a ship without some sort of cloaking device on it. I don't think you guys have
Yeah.
that.
we have no cloaking.
You're
As far
gonna
as I'm
I mean,
aware,
stick with the sensors immediately.
also
You could
people
probably
can
find a
control-
space bush to hide behind.
Also,
Space bush.
All right. Fine. I think this is a terrible fucking idea, but apparently I have no say in the matter, so I will say this. If you tend to charge into combat, who plans to do what?
Well, Asra, as you clearly have demonstrated, you're a lot more forceful in communications, so I think maybe you should head to communications. Maybe you can talk them down using a different voice that they don't recognize.
So you want me to lie to them and turn them around?
It's what you're best at, isn't it?
I can be better, just get me close.
And as for the rest of you, Freedom, I think you've got your own turret spot. I hope to heck that we don't need it, but you think you can be a weapon?
I have always expected the possibility of being a weapon at any time or place. For freedom, of course. A weapon
Of
for
course.
freedom.
I wouldn't ask anything else. Now,
As we start traveling, I am going to start looking up on my smart slab anything I can find out about the daylight that I can use in trying to manipulate them.
Have we actually identified the ships as the daylight, or are we
Oh, they
working
announced
under-
themselves as the daylight, and we saw them in the yellow robes.
I know that was the message. When we came back to our ship, though, we just saw there were a bunch of smaller ships attacking the bigger transport ship, but I don't know if they were identified to us.
Technically not.
Well, I'm going to say that Asra is going on... This is literally just what she's doing while we're traveling, but Asra is going on the fact that they received that message and then got attacked. That it's the daylight attacking them, and so is looking up information on the daylight. If it turns out to be somebody else, that's fine, but that's what she's doing.
The Yojimbo
Okay.
says overhead then, as according to Captain Hera then, I shall move in. Prepare yourselves.
okay. As for Morriacha, what would you prefer to be doing? You prefer to be on weapons or in engineering? I know you and Bharz are pretty much both experienced in engineering, a lot more than I am.
I think I'm good with either or. I mean,
How about you, Bharz? You got any
Um,
preference?
I'm a pretty good engineer. I mean, I've made a lot of the spare parts that are currently in the ship, so...
Okay then, so Bharz, you're on engines. Mori, you want to do the cybersecurity?
why the hell not? Give me some target practice.
Okay. And I'll
Half the
just be at the
galaxy.
helm, apparently. So, I think we've
I
all
suppose
got
that puts freedom on guns?
Yep.
Ah,
Hopefully
yes.
we won't
guns.
need them.
Excellent.
We're gonna try and do the non-violent way first. But
Yes,
I mean,
darling, but it's best to be prepared. I mean, I can shoot if I have to.
I'm pretty sure they have no negotiating for peace.
I don't
You have
necessarily think
seen
it's
what
about peace.
Asra
We're just
can
going to
do.
try and talk them out of what they're doing.
Asra has dealt with a lot more violent people. I'm pretty sure she can deal with this.
I appreciate your vote of confidence, but somebody ready to shoot if it needs to happen is not a bad idea. Remind me, we've got 2 sets of guns on this ship, and they both need to be manned by different people, or they can both be shot by the same person?
It needs to be different people.
Alright.
So does that mean
Well-
that I go in as a turret and somebody mans this gun over here?
Yeah.
So we've
Well,
got a
I'll
gun
probably
up
be-
front and a gun in the back that can be manned.
That's
You
right,
can
we
go.
do.
You can be a turret because our 2 guns that we have only go fore and aft.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm on comms, I'm gonna hang out by the fore gun in case I have to shoot it.
So you
But
guys
my
can move
main
yourself
goal.
how you want amongst the ship. Yeah.
And
The Hera will be at the cockpit.
where was my turret location? Was it here?
Yeah,
Right,
it was
2x2,
a main
yeah.
set one, yeah.
Okay, so then,
Yeah.
Freedom 76 will and
I think
turret
you
himself.
should be an ability. It should be an ability and you can put it in chat for us so we can see it. I know it's one of your abilities.
My turret
This is helpful,
ability?
so-
Yeah.
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 Go ahead
It's
and put it in chat.
called. Yeah, go ahead. It's called Gun Turret. Amazing. If you move to a customizable area on your ship with a free area of at least 2x2, you can transform yourself into a rotating turret. You can also aim and fire yourself in addition to allies also being able to fire the turret as normal.
Oh well, there you go. So someone else can also fire you,
Mm-hmm.
which is unusual. Normally, you can only
Alright,
one person per
Megatron.
module.
Someone can fire me.
So you can spread freedom everywhere.
I will indeed.
Now, for a rotating turret, I believe, and I gotta be careful. It's the most powerful turret you can have. It's got a targeting radius of full, which means targeting radius of full, which means you can do any section around 360. However, only range is near, so it cannot shoot the far zones, but it can shoot the near zone. Your fixed turrets do 2 damage and can only shoot directly in front of them, but they can also shoot the far zone. So just be
We've
aware
got
of
this, whatever this cannon is. Whenever I open our ship, I only get a picture. I don't get a character sheet on it. So I don't know what this weapon is. I just know that it only aims forward.
Yeah, it's
If
I'll
you
get the
go
exact name for it.
to
It's called fixed turret.
yeah, if you go
Okay.
to the compendium, Sarah,
Mm-hmm.
then you'll see under ship modules all of the different modules for the.
Well, I just remember the last time we had an actual like character sheet for our ship, and we don't have that this time.
Oh, how's that?
I don't remember that.
Where's that?
I'll have to look at
I
that.
thought we did, but I could be wrong. I thought we had a character sheet that we all had control of.
I believe you did. I'll have to look at the old roll 20. But yeah, anyways,
But either way, okay.
a
Fixed
fixed
turret does
turret.
2 damage.
Yep, and near and far zone.
Okay, so mine is a near gun,
Ah.
and you guys have a far gun.
Yeah, and yours can shoot anywhere in the any near zone. Not
And you can
just,
shoot in any direction in
Yep.
near. I can only shoot directly in front of us, near or far.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. All right, so who's in the
And
back?
somebody would have to man the rear turret eventually to
Yeah.
go and do that. But we've got, I guess, is Maury going to the MI jack? Is he going to do computer stuff and try to attack their MI, or is he going to the rear turret?
I'm sorry, what's an MI jack?
So the magical intelligence is what runs your ship, and MI Jack is basically a way for you to plug into it and go into magical intelligence MI space, and you can attack other ships
You can
that
plug
way
into
as well
the matrix.
through MI space, which is not. There's no map for it, but it's like a spaceless area where you could fight other MIs there.
You can use, if you got good
Cool
computer
hacking.
skills, you can use it to attack the MI of the other ships. That's what I used to do in our last campaign all the time.
So you can use any
Yeah,
skill.
my
It doesn't have to be
computers-
computers, yeah. It doesn't have to be computers. It can be any skill. You just have to justify it in some way. You're in MI space. Other ships' intelligence appears like humanoid forms as well. But other people can
That's
attack
true.
you through your MI
You
space
can
as
you
well.
can use any skill that you want. I think I
you
used
just-
computers because I was good.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly the most tech savvy compared to my last character, so
Well, however you want to do it. What do you want? What do you want to do more? Because right now,
Or you
looks
want
like
to go
I think
on the-
Bharz is also manning freedom, which sounds weird. Hera is on the cockpit and Asra's on the front turret. So what do you want to do?
Take your positions, boys.
If you want to go shoot shit, I will go into the MI jack.
You guys want a reference? There you go.
yeah, I guess. Yeah, you could be the MI. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna hang out next to the MI because I'll until I need to jump in. Go take the front turret then.
Mhm.
That's
Alright.
fine. I've got a Nova ability that will help me with whatever I need to do, so I'm good.
And I think Bharz will probably be around the engine area.
I thought Bharz was
Yeah.
remaining freedom. Or Regent's Mail, sorry.
Bharz is
Just-
doing something engineering related.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever. If there's anything that Bharz can fix, because I've got a D10 for engineering, so.
I'd go back there because then you can like use your engineering skill to help our ship maneuver better or some shit. Remember, this game is whatever you make it. You can do whatever the fuck you want if you can justify it with dice.
Yeah. Reading about the M line again. All right.
I haven't
It's-
jacked in yet. I'm just next to it if negotiation fails.
That's the
Okay.
idea. Try negotiation first, and if negotiation fails, boring conversation anyway.
Mhm.
We're about to have
Exactly.
company.
Yeah. There we go.
And for that reference sheet, if you guys just replace any references to the Rogue Explorer with the Ojimbo Kree stuff. All right. I didn't modify it. All right. As you guys approach, then the 7 ships. There are 6 interceptor class ships, and 1 predator class, and the 5 interceptor. And this 1 transport is heavily damaged. It looks like the Catechus has already taken significant damage and is no longer able to move, and it's not even firing back. And as you get close enough, Yojimbo says over, there's an ongoing conversation we can join. It's open. Would you like to join it?
Yes, please. Also, Kraw, what have I learned from researching the daylight on this little voyage?
So this specific guy, if you want to, is a hand of Golmuk. Golmuk is the god that the daylight worships, and the hands are known to be eccentric as the best. This person specifically is wanted, just like all the hands are, and what he's wanted for is basically just murder. He doesn't have any. He basically kill on sight. Really, he will try to kill you if you try.
Is there anything that ranks above a hand?
Yeah, there is. There is. Let me get the exact name of this person. But there's one person who ranks above a hand besides Golmuk himself, who's the god. And her name is Tilda Mir, a Glean. Tilda Mir. I'll put it in chat.
Nice. All right.
What's their rank? Like mouth or eye or something like that?
I don't know if they have a rank. I think it's called them the. I don't know. I think it's called them the high enlightened. I would say.
Highland. All right. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if they have
Cool.
a specific name. Oh, yeah, there's 12 hands. Okay.
All right. And then
That's the
Tildamir
main
is above the hands, and then there's Golmuk. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Notes real quick.
So as the message board comes up, and you can see 2 different screens. One of the heavily damaged, clearly on fire, Catechus with this tiefling who is trying to command people along the way, and this Olrin, his like razor sharp teeth. He's giving this wide smile. His dark yellow crystals. Sorry, almost caught me there. Dark yellow crystals gleaming against his already yellow cloak, and a few burned bodies behind him, not just one. And he's giving this wide smile. It's like, we already have a few of you. We can keep going and keep going and keep going and keep. What's that on the line? Sir, it's. You hear the voice like, sir, it's another ship. We already knew they were at the station. Right! Yes! Right!
Brulo Cunil, by order of Tildamir, I insist that you end this savagery at once.
Are you on video in the message or not?
Yeah. Okay, I am. I look like a Glean right now.
Yeah.
I am not claiming to be Tildamir. I'm just saying
Oh.
by order of Tildamir.
Tilda. She sends a message, eh?
She does.
What do you want to roll?
I'll roll deception.
Roll complexity 5 deception check.
Woo!
Boy. I am not gonna use my Nova ability yet. I'm just gonna roll it and see what happens. Oh, massive fail. Well,
Yeah, you got 2 10s. And 2
two
6s.
tens. That's what. Oh wait, 2 10. Yeah, that's why it's a double fail. I forget how re-rolling works in the system.
You need advantages, which you don't have currently.
We don't have at the moment. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you get. I don't know if you can keep advantages out of combat or not. I don't think you do, but I can't remember.
I don't think you do either. I just couldn't remember what it took to re-roll. So, I'm assuming this means he doesn't believe me, and that's fine.
Well, yeah. He looks
He's
at
crazy.
the message. He's just smiling. He looks, Tilda. She loves the burn. I love the burn. This message she gives. Say it again.
She orders you to stop this savagery at once.
Savagery.
She has
savagery,
plans.
savage.
She has plans for the burn. And you are interfering with those plans.
If I'm
This
interfering
sector-
with Tilda's plans, I'll burn in hell with her. Golmek sees me. Everyone, turn off this fucking catechist. Let's fire. And the ships all turn towards you. Let's begin combat.
All right,
Okay.
I hop into the MI jack as soon as I realize it's not working. I forget how the fuck we roll initiative in this game.
There is no initiative.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. You all just say what. That's right. You say what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
That's right.
Collapse
That's right.
advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Of these 3 ships, the Predator
The
class,
Predator
I'm
is-
assuming, is the most threatening.
That is right. I believe I start with 2 collapse points, not 3. I think in the previous game I've always put 3, but I think it's 2. And we're gonna start off by the declarations. Let's here we go. So we have 6 ships all turning towards you to immediately begin to fire, and they're all going to move in different zones. So the 2 interceptors at the top are going to move to your starboard far zone, and then they're going to fire a set of lasers at you. I'm not sure how much to show this, so we'll just do a blue for your starboard, and then they're all going to shoot lasers. So I'll just mark we'll give a red for laser, just so we know that.
That's crazy.
The two right next to the transport who are shooting at it immediately turn towards you as well, and are going to head towards your forward near zone. Actually, they're going to stay in this far zone. They don't need to. They have lasers. They can shoot far away. So they're going to turn towards you and shoot lasers. And then the Predator and the other interceptor are going to move to your port far, and they are going to also shoot a set of lasers against you. And then also, as the module states, I will spend a collapse point to immediately to have the Predator also shoot a set of missiles at you, which are, instead of 1 damage, 2 damage. And that is it. Is your
Well, now
turn.
the fun starts. Freedom.
Raise the bar, burn the fire, burn it!
All right. So the
Freedom,
Predator
it's
is
time
the
to
one that's going to do the
spread
most
all
damage,
that
right?
freedom.
What is that? Sorry, sir.
The Predator is the one that's going to do the most damage, yes?
Yeah, it's got
Okay.
1 damage laser and a 2 damage missile attack.
Okay.
Now, your ship, for reference, by the way, I believe has 3 HP. Let me confirm that real quick. I believe that is the case. It does. But also note that sometimes damage, when it hits you, doesn't actually do damage to the ship. Sometimes it might set fire or something.
Uh,
Oh, I spent a collapse point.
I have an idea. Does anybody want to declare before I do?
Well, Hera is going to call out, okay, persuasion didn't work. Freedom, start spreading freedom.
Oh, I
Hit
will
the biggest one first.
I will dispense freedom immediately.
And Hera is probably going to raise shields, but
What?
if anyone else wants to go first.
I'm about to say, like, didn't Asra say they wanted to say something?
What Asra is going to do is, as she's jacking into the MI, say, I stand by what I said. I think we should fucking run. And then she's going to jack into the MI and is going to... let's see here. I'm trying to decide if I should use this Nova ability or not. No, I am going to use my Suave ability to convince the Predator to shoot its missile at the other ship that is moving alongside with it instead of at us.
Okay. I would probably say, just for mechanics' sake, that it probably will fire the missiles, but it probably won't hit the other ship. But it might get close to the other one.
Oh, it's fine. I'm just saying I wanted to shoot at anything other than us, but I'm specifically choosing. Yeah. I'm choosing the other ship that's moving along that side of the ship because I'm trying to clear us a possible means of egress if there's no ships.
Yeah, that's no problem. Yeah.
Plus.
All right. Go ahead and roll your Suave complexity 2.
Pass.
Absolutely. The missiles, I'll immediately resolve them as the Predator fires at the missiles and they all fly towards the ship to its port instead of firing at you, and they go around it and almost fly next to the Catechus, but fly out into the cosmos going towards the burn.
And then I would like to use...
Not there!
I'd like to use my deception skill again on the Predator ship to deceive its laser as to our location so that it shoots past us.
Perfect. Complexity 3 deceive. I like it.
Pass.
Absolutely. The laser fires from the Predator, and instead of hitting you, hits a section that it thought you were in. And as you do, on the screen, because the screen, you guys are close to communication, the Orange looks at, "Are you stupid?" Fire! And the fire comes out of his hand. It hits this person who is at the weapons. Someone to replace him! Someone better! Someone better!
And then I will use perception to, from within the MI, analyze the situation to see if I can see a conceivable way that we could win this fight without running. And this is to generate an advantage.
Yeah, perfect. Go ahead. Complexity 4.
Complexity 4. Pass.
Absolutely, you got one advantage.
All right, and I'm going to call that the end of my turn.
All right. Just for you guys, a reminder, there are still 5 turrets aimed at you. Or 5 lasers.
Yeah, and it's... How many things do we have to do before we get a condition? It's 4.
I believe it's 4, yeah. For a
yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm not pushing it any further than that. I've used all my high die. I'm good.
Well, just remember, Hera still does have the significant.
Significant, yep.
Nice, good. That is what I'm doing. I'm good.
Okay.
Whoever's
But
next.
the Predator ain't hitting us. I'm pissing off the bad guy. That's my goal.
Okay.
I think Bharz wants to use every single skill possible to give the engines and give as much power as possible that we can squeeze out of the generator to shields and things like that.
Are you trying to generate an advantage?
Yes.
Okay. What check are you doing for that? I'm sorry. You said
I'm going to use engineering, yeah.
Yeah, complexity 2.
So what's the livability on our ship? Because that's how many advantages we can have. 3. Okay.
You got 3, yeah. I'll make sure that real quick. I'm pretty sure 3. Yeah, it is 3.
Base 3. That's why we chose the bolt, because it has the most of it.
And you get sense of ability. I think they increased it by 1. No, I think it's 3/3 actually with the bolt. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Because the bolt has the highest livability as a base ship, so.
Oh no, the bolt is the fastest. I think we were good. We put a mod in that gave us more livability, maybe.
I think it's 3 and 3. But anyways,
okay.
Yeah. Anyways, Bharz. What else?
Just checking that because I can't, for whatever reason, in the mode that I'm in. I think it's because it's in I have roll 20 in dark mode, so I can't really see if that was a success or not.
It
Oh,
was
it's a-
success.
Okay.
Yeah, this is Pat. Yeah, I can tell you.
I really wish they would fix that because
It works for
I
me.
can't read
I have
any
it
of
in-
it other than numbers.
I have it in dark mode and I can see it.
Yeah, same.
I'll take a screenshot of it later, but like
Weird.
I can't read anything on there. It's just all white, all the letters, nothing's outlined. I can see the
weird.
8 and the 2, and that's it.
Do you have like an experimental dark mode in like Chrome or something on by chance?
Not that I know
No.
of, no.
Okay.
It's just a basic dark mode. So,
Okay.
but I'll go through and check it later. Trying to think of what else they could do to see if there's a way of like, can I give advantage to somebody else on like an attack roll or something like that?
You can generate one more advantage. You guys get up to 3. You can also try to somehow block one of the attacks of the lasers if you want. However you want to do that, or deflect or whatever it may be.
Like boost the shields to deflect one of the.
Yeah,
By the way,
laser
did you mean
hits.
to be in the engine module? If so, the engine module is a green square. You can move yourself there if you meant to be there.
Oh, okay.
You could be next to or on it, doesn't matter which.
I'll be on it or in it.
Okay.
You know. They're in a
So the
in
engine, by the
market
way,
size,
you do have the ability to move the ship as well.
so- Okay.
So you could try to like
Um,
dodge an attack.
Then I think we'll try to do that. We'll try to dodge. Trying to think of what would be the best way of doing that. Probably have to do engineering again to see if I can't. My goal is to make sure that the laser doesn't hit us, just in case, or any other lasers don't hit us. So to block them with the shields.
Yeah. What check do you want to do for that?
Engineering.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll complexity 3 engineering, and then I'll just ask you which ship. Well, I don't think it matters too much, but I'll ask you which ship you want to disable lasers on. If you succeed.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that is one failure, but you do have 2 advantages. They rolled a 4, 7, and 7. So
Yeah,
two matching 7.
You can use one of our advantages to re-roll one of those one of those 7s.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll re-roll one of the
Okay.
7s. So do
Roll
I just?
d10. Yeah, just roll d10. If you get a 4 or 7, it's still a failure. But if you hit anything besides 4 or 7, you're good. There you go. So a success. Go ahead and pick one of the interceptors. I don't think it matters too much. Which one misses with the laser due to the shield? You like focus on one particular one to block with the shield. You like have a specific focus shield spot.
How about to our left?
I will disable that. So that one shoots lasers as well, and it hits directly into a shield spot you personally fortify for a moment, just as the laser's coming in. And as it hits, you hear just a little bit of a grumble through the comms. I keep missing lasers, fucking piece of shit. Anything else, Bharz?
No, that'll be it for Bharz.
All right. Who's next?
I'll go.
I will say, Matt, because you're only near, you may want to wait for someone to move the ship.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. Just an FYI, though, I do have an advanced turret, which, although it has the exact same thing as a regular turret, it does 2 damage instead of 1.
Ooh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Just FYI.
And does that count even for the person who, if someone else uses you as well?
That's correct.
Wow, all right, that's 2 damage is a lot. In the
Oh.
system, so, yeah.
So then I'll wait for someone to move the ship because I can't shoot. So, fine.
And Hera, you can move the ship from your position. Bharz, you could as well be right in your turn. So the cockpit can move the ship, and the engine can move the ship.
Maury, do you want to go?
Don't see why not.
Anything with red is shooting you with a laser curve.
And what are the purple, green, and blue?
That's the direction they're going. So blue is going to your starboard
Okay.
side, green staying on your forward side, and purple is going to your port side.
Gotcha.
All right. First of all, I want to see if I can actually boost up the turret on this. Boost up the
Overpower
laser
the turret?
turret. Like if it's possible for me to like boost it up a bit, give it a little bit more extra power into it.
Give it a bit more
What do
kick.
you want to do with it? Are you trying to like generate advantage, or are you trying to shoot with it?
He's calibrating
trying
his
to-
forward guns.
Or trying to
Yeah,
increase the damage.
Yeah, I'm trying to like give
Well, you can't.
give it like
Yeah, so you can't increase damage. It does too, but you can try to generate advantage by saying I'm going to power it up, and that generates advantage.
yeah,
Or go-
basically, I guess it would be in the sense like trying to generate more advantage.
Okay. And what check do you want to roll for that?
First I'm gonna calibrate with the power, of course. Yeah.
So you're like really pushing to move it. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I like that. Roll complexity power.
Complexity 2.
2. Yep. As
Right.
Mori goes in, just move some of the gears closer together, get
Nice.
that lasers fine tuned as possible. You
Nice.
generate another advantage. You guys have 2 now again.
All right. And
You start with 2 collapse points, Kraw?
I do. I thought it was 3,
Oh, shit.
but I think it's 2.
Ooh.
Okay.
you know what? I'm gonna give myself another advantage by like, based on the projection of like where these ships are like flying, try and like aim. I try to like, I guess in a sense it's a way of like aiming, like try to aim ahead of where these guys are like going, seeing with a perception.
Yeah, absolutely. That works perfectly. Complexity 3 perception. That was a
You can
failure.
use one
662.
You can use an advantage to get the advantage
Yeah.
back.
I'll do that. Yeah.
Roll D6.
Just a D.
Looking for not a 6, not a 2. That is another still a failure.
Are you kidding me?
You could do another advantage if you want to, or you could let it fail.
Yeah. One more. Yeah.
Okay, roll a D6. Now would re-roll your 6
Okay.
2. You lose your last advantage, but you gain it back. So now you have one advantage. Sometimes it's
Okay.
like
Well, F my life. Hey, you know what? With that, I'm gonna like fire at like one of the ships.
Okay.
Maybe one of the smaller ones.
yeah.
Wait.
Which one are you gonna fire at? You tell me. Right now, anything with a red is shooting at you. Just seeing.
At least like the
I saw you mark it.
red and green one. Yeah.
Yeah. How do you want to shoot at it? What check?
Let's go with a range.
Alright, it's gonna fire with a range. Go ahead and roll a complexity 4 ranged.
Oh yeah.
God damn
Shit!
You can re-roll, but you have to miss a 1, 3, or 5. Your choice.
So it was a D8.
If you want to.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's better than better
It's
odds.
more than
You're
Better than
trying to
50%.
Ah.
God
But
damn
it's still
it!
failure. Unlucky. I'm gonna give myself a collapse.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Is he
I'm
back up
sorry,
to 2 again?
guys.
Is he back up to 2?
It
again?
happens, man. It happens.
I am back up to 2, but actually, I must spend
He's
it
back up to
immediately.
2.
We're gonna spend that back on the missiles for the Predator. Get another
Fuck.
Predator
I was
missiles back.
hoping I would. My plan was to try to push as much as I can before using my Nova ability.
Have we been hit yet? Sorry.
Not yet.
No, because we're
haven't got-
we're doing our
We're
round.
juking
Yeah.
and oh shit. Okay, because
Yep.
yeah, he hasn't.
You got
done
4.
that.
You got 5 ships shooting you currently. You got the Predator and 4 other interceptors.
Yeah.
The Predator
Again,
has missiles.
Again, my original plan was to push as much as I can before using
You
my
got unlucky
Nova.
rolls, honestly.
And we're
We
still,
got you. We got you. It happens, bro.
we're
I
still
was hoping to use
not
my Nova
We're
though.
sis.
we're still not in
Eh.
in a none of them
Near,
are in
yep.
a near zone, right? None of them are there.
So it's either Hera or Freedom. Go next.
I
Yeah.
can't go.
Well,
I can't do jack
Then
shit.
Hera's got to push the ship forward if Freedom's gonna hit anything.
How far could Hera push the ship forward in the one round?
If you move forward in one round, they all move to your near zone. The far near zone.
Okay.
Far near zone.
because I was wondering if Hera could do something a bit stupid, because I think Bharz enhanced the engine power, didn't they?
Yeah, generate advantage mechanically.
Because I was hoping on doing something a little bit, using his performance skill for this, and basically blast right past the group of fighters and do a quick 180. So as he basically just drifting backwards but facing forward, if you know what I mean.
Sure.
So basically blast right past them, spin around, and just keep drifting backwards.
Yeah, mechanically it would. That would unfortunately be 4 movements, I think. So
Yeah,
it'd be 1, 2 to move past them, and then 2
Yeah.
more to turn around.
But
Yeah.
you actually want to keep them in the near zone so that Freedom can actually shoot.
Yeah. Which is why he's going to advance towards them, and that's when Freedom can shoot.
Mm.
So you can't split.
Oh, you wanted
can't
to-
split turns.
You can't.
So.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So you would have
That's
to just advance and let Freedom
Yeah,
shoot.
advance one space, but keep advancing throughout the rest of the turn, if you know what I mean.
I'd say, I mean, mechanically, I could say you do that turnaround thing, but it's still in your 4 near zone. But I think for now, I'm just gonna say that because the system how it works, you have to use 4 movements for that. So
Yeah, that's fair enough.
It would be quite a few.
I just
rolls,
thought it better ask before I actually did anything.
That's fine.
But yes, the first one is to advance the ship.
Okay.
So they can get in range of.
Yeah, what do you want to roll for that? Any movement on a ship, by the way, there's no free movement on a ship. You do have to roll for every single bit of movement.
Actually, before he does that, Hera is going to take a note of where all the ships currently are and where they're going, and raise shields in that direction. So, seeing as all the ships are at the front of the ship, he's going to raise front shields so they can take the most damage.
Are you trying to block an attack, or are you trying to generate advantage?
Block an attack.
Block an attack. All right, you'll pick the attack from me, but go ahead and roll your what check are you using for this?
That one's going to be perception because he's trying to figure out which is the best area of the ship to protect.
Absolutely, complexity 2 perception.
Is there a way I can help him with that?
Nope, you already got the advantages. And unfortunately, they've been spent now, so good luck. And unfortunately, even with the significant positive condition, there's still a minimum of complexity 2. So, it's always be complexity 2. And you got it. So, what attack are you going to block? I assume the missiles, because they do 2 damage, unless you...
Well, the missiles have already been direct.
Well, you got
but they're back because you spent a collapse point.
Okay. Well, then, yes. The missiles probably will do most damage, as far as I know.
Yeah. They absolutely would.
Yeah.
Laser beams might do a little bit here or there, but the missiles will hit you all over. So, as you hear the more missiles, and as you hear that, they start firing out the Predator again, and you realize you need these shields up right now, and you just multiple shield points come up where the missiles bam 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 hit your shields. The ship shakes a little, and he's like, "Yes, yes, no, burn him!"
And
we
then,
need to do the Star Trek thing where we're like,
yeah, the whole rock at the same time.
Yeah.
And then he's going to, we'll say he's going to try and taunt the main leader and just say, "So I thought you did like fire."
Are you trying to generate advantage or trying to damage him?
This is probably to generate advantage. So.
Okay. Technically, a good game. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What check?
So
You said intimidate. You said.
I'm
Or
just
what?
I'm half debating on whether that's more a perform or a suave.
Oh, it's a taunt. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay with either. Complexity 3 of
I'll
either.
go suave because it's one of my
They
lower
both make
rolls.
sense.
It's one of my lower rolls, so I'm going to use it.
I don't know why I thought intimidate. I thought.
Mm.
Yeah.
Go
It's
pass?
just no.
Wait,
That
oh,
I did.
sorry, that was
the
no.
complexity.
No, you're good. You're good. Second place,
Oh, right.
thought you have a significant positive condition, so it goes down to
Yeah.
complexity 2. So
Nice.
Yeah.
it's technically complexity 3 minus 1. So you did the correct thing. When you roll in your sheet, if you have a positive condition, you should automatically remove 1 from it. So you do absolutely pass. You generate advantage.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm gonna continue to say the right complexity, and you should be able to put in your cheat, and it should automatically do that work for you.
I think it does. Yeah.
Okay. And
You
another
still got
question.
4
for you.
lasers aimed at you.
Another question for you. Would
Okay.
I be able to use a species ability for the ship?
It depends on species ability.
I'll post it. So
Yeah,
you
I'll see it.
can. Let's see.
Some species have specific stuff for ships. For example, freedom, right? You
Well,
have the
this
turret.
isn't the ship species ability. This is
We'll
defense
see it.
position.
No, you can't activate that
No.
for the ship.
And you
It's-
couldn't
it's
take
on-
any other actions this turn anyway.
Yeah,
it would-
exactly. That would be at the
Yeah.
start of the turn anyway. So. Okay then. And then, seeing as he's only got a 3 now, so he's going to let's see. What can he
Well,
do in the
TM,
second?
if you don't move, freedom.
You need to move the ship so that Freedom can
Use
do
it.
something.
Oh yeah, I haven't moved it yet, have I?
No,
No, you haven't.
Okay, well then he's going to use his athletics to move the ship because he's
Explain
going
that.
to brace so he doesn't get
Oh.
thrown across.
You know what? I like that. Yeah, that's good. Complexity 4. Go ahead.
Well, complexity 3 because
Well, 4 minus 1. If you put 4 in, it should do the calculation for you. So
we'll see.
there you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Absolutely, so you
Nice.
pass it, and as you move forward, all of you start feeling it move forward. And Hera braces. Freedom's like attached, so it's not a big deal. But everyone else has to brace a little bit as the ship moves forward. All the ships to the forward near zone.
Thank God. Okay.
That was
There you
very-
go, Freedom. Hit some shit.
It's
Hitting.
a target-rich environment.
It
True.
is. It's also a freedom-rich environment.
Anything else, Hera?
That's it for this turn, I think.
Oh wait,
I mean,
that was 4. Was that 4? No, that was 3.
They already
That
have
was
a, they already have a
complexity 4.
significant positive condition. They can't
Oh
get
right,
more.
doesn't matter. Yeah.
But they can keep going if you want.
So this one is destroyed here, the one with the X over?
No,
it?
nothing's
It's
destroyed.
disabled. It's
Okay.
disabled.
And that was the Predator ship?
No, that is a transport ship. That's the Catechus.
Okay.
Actually, I'll put the name on.
That's the one that hired us.
Oh, shit. My bad. Thank you. So this is the
Yeah.
anime ship here. Big one.
The big one, yeah.
Yeah, all the ships except for the Catechus are your enemy. And any of them with a red dot, they're gonna shoot a laser at you.
Okay.
That's disappointing.
Okay, yeah, I think that'll be the end of my turn for this one.
All right, freedom. You're the last to go.
Yes, yes, indeed. I will choose to hit the biggest thing possible. That is a bad guy, of course, because bad guys need to be punched squarely in the jaw.
Just real quick, as a DM, just so you know, they're not firing. Your teammates have already deflected all the attacks from that. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just letting you know. It's your choice as player.
That's quite all right. I'm going to ignore the fact that we're going to get shot because who doesn't
All right.
need a couple of gunshots in the old side?
All right, how you should.
I'm shooting with.
My
Myself.
gun.
I'm shooting with my gun. No, I'm shooting with
That's fine.
with
That's fine.
ranged.
All right, complexity 2 ranged,
Yes, sir.
and this is 2 damage if it hits, right?
It is 2 damage.
All right.
God damn it.
My
You have
God,
an
you have one-
advantage.
you
Oh
do have an
my
advantage.
god.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Use it. Use it. Use
I
it.
will take advantage and shoot
Oh
again.
no, these rolls are not boding well.
Yes.
Mhm.
I
Please
will-
not a
so-
10.
So
Please hit.
So do I just roll a d12?
Roll
right?
d12. Roll d12, and you can't roll a 10.
1d12. I feel lucky today, folks. That is a 10. Motherfucker.
Are you
Okay,
kidding
so-
me?
God, what the
Are you
shit?
fucking kidding me?
I feel somewhat upset by the fact that I've
Sitting there in the MI jack, Hera or Asra just sing yourself, run, 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 run away.
I'm not used to this particular target-rich environment. I guess I've just
It happens to the best of us, buddy.
Oh
Don't worry about
no! Oh no! Oh no! I do not like this failure prompt at all, Sam. I am.
a problem solved becomes undone.
I mean, it says it right there.
I know what's happening. I know what he's picking.
I'm gonna do it. I think
Mhm.
I'm not
Yeah, I
gonna do
know you are.
missiles. I'm gonna be nice.
Oh, okay,
but I will
thank
do
you.
laser.
Thank you
Yeah.
for that. Yeah,
So, well, because I already said it. Yeah, but one of the lasers that was blocked by a shield earlier, unfortunately, as Freedom shoots through this turret, it hits the part of the shield, and instead your gun turret hits that part of the shield. It disables that part as the laser comes through, and so the Predator will also hit you with a laser. As that problem that it was going to shoot you has become undone, and now we got 5 hits. Oh God, we'll see how this goes. All right,
we're so dead.
Well, at least
now
there won't be a part 3 of this particular series.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I haven't made a backup character yet.
The good news for everyone is that it doesn't necessarily do shift damage. However, your ship only has 3. Okay, we're gonna resolve all this by. Oh God! All right, I could
I
choose
still
though.
technically have one more action that I could do. Because I
Your
only did
turn's
2
ended.
things.
Your turn ended.
You can do as many as you want, but you ended your turn.
Yeah, but once your turn
problem.
ends,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can only one turn at a time. I think there's somewhere to roll this, but let's see. Yeah, there's a random ship damage. Let's roll random ship damage. So you can't blame me. Random ship damage. So the first 3 ships are going to fire. These are all D6s. You do not want to see a 1, 2, or a 3 on these. All right, first 3 ships. 1. That's MI.
Oh God.
Okay, 6. 5. Okay, so far, only 1 damage. We got 2 more shots. 1.
Jesus.
1 second.
Wait, that's all MI damage. That's not necessarily ship damage? Wait. Kraw disappeared.
Okay. All right. Beautiful. Did not expect this to happen in the first round of combat. All right.
Feeling a strong need to fill up the compendium.
No problem, because guess what? I'm the DM and I can do what I want. Because I'm gonna leave you guys at 1 HP instead. And instead, we're gonna redo that. Yeah. So, the first ship fires. All these lasers come at once, and one goes through your shield. And as it happens, yeah, I'm gonna make that was the one that Freedom accidentally caused. So I can choose whatever. 2 of them hit directly on your ship and deal MI damage. Another one, let's see, a 6. One of your modules gets damaged. I'm gonna roll for it. 1 is Mori, not you specifically, the module you're on. 2 is, I'm just gonna say Freedom, your turret ability. 3 is your MI jack. 4 is your cockpit. 5 is your engine, and 6 is the turret all the way in the back. All right, so the engine is damaged. Bharz, as you're in the engine, a hit comes, a laser hits the side of it and knocks out the engine. Your engine is now damaged. It's unusable until you fix it.
Yeah.
I will mark it X. Which does not. Apparently, the cockpit will still be fine, so you can still hit the engines, but your engine module is no longer connected to the engines. Actually, move your ship. All right, number 5 is a hull breach. I'll roll D4 and see which sector you have a hull breach in. All right, sector 4. So luckily, it shouldn't be a big deal in a moment, Bharz, but you are in a hull breach sector. You'll have to move out of it, otherwise you may have some problems. So I'll read this off. When the player's character's ship gets hit with an attack, it can result in a hull breach. When this happens, GM picks a sector. I picked it, sector 4. Becomes hazardous for anyone within as the air in that sector sucked into the void of space. When the hull breach affects the sector which it occurred, as well as any directly adjacent sectors, so sector 2 and sector 3 are also affected currently.
I think Bharz is actually in 3. Because there's a little wall behind them, like a little wall divot.
How many sections do we have? Is the question.
You have 4. Oh, sorry.
If we've got 4, then wouldn't... Let me grab the ruler tool.
Oh, wait, you guys... I'm sorry, you guys can't see the sectors.
Wouldn't that be the dividing line? Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I will hide these stuff. I will make it visible for now, and I'll probably hide it again. There's your sector.
Ah, okay, cool.
Yeah. So sector 4, Bharz is currently in sector 4. Sector 2. I'm gonna move this back. So I'm just gonna keep accidentally clicking on it. So I'll have to move that later. I'll worry about it later. So sector 4 is breached, and then just to keep reading off, closed it.
Sealing a breach is something that you can do during your turn.
So, and then a character that cannot survive in space can only enter and move through these sectors at half speed. If the character ends the round in one of these sectors, they take 1 damage. If the sector with the breach is sealed off, then the breach only affects that sector. Player characters can repair hull breaches with a successful skill roll. If the hull breach damage to a sector is severe, because it's breached more than once, only one time so far. And we take multiple skill rolls. So it's only one breach, so you could succeed to fix it. If I have an action, it does not. All right. And then last thing, because there's still one more damage that wasn't accounted for, I'm gonna spawn a fire. There's a fire, and it's gonna be in sector 1 because it's the only sector I can have a fire. So I'm gonna a square of my choice, huh? I'm gonna roll d6 and d4. Yeah, I'll tell you what happens. 4 and 4. Okay, cool. So Mori, one of the lasers hits directly in front of you and starts a fire on. I'll put an X. I'll actually put a little fire symbol there for you. I can draw it. The image is making it so I can't draw stuff over it because it's a huge image. Move that to GMLA for now.
Oh.
A little fire there.
Putting out fires is also something you can do on a turn.
During the end of each round, any creature who is in a square or on fire or adjacent to fire takes 1 damage. After dealing damage, the fire spreads to any adjacent squares on the ship. If a sector is sealed off, the fire cannot spread beyond it. If the fire touches a module, the module is damaged. So there you go. Yeah, so it'll spread every turn unless it's doubled. Alright, your ship is 1 health. And that's round 3. So we're going to go back to round 1, where I'm going to declare actions again. Also, I forgot to move the ship, sorry. There you are. They have now moved. All the ships are in the positions they want to be, except for one of these. I'm going to have this one with a green marker will be moving towards your aft. The other ones will stay where they are, surrounding our ship. And you hear the cackling. Burn! Burn! Burn them all! And then
Sky.
Mm-hmm.
all of them are shooting lasers at you. And
I'm gonna let the people in danger go first.
Yep. Now it's your guys' turn to do what you want. You have 6 ships once again firing their lasers at you.
But yeah, Asra is still quietly singing, "Run, run, 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 run away." Oh,
You know what?
Ay, 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 ay.
You know what? You mind if I go?
Go.
Go for it.
I'm gonna use a Nova ability.
Mm-hmm.
And
Nice.
this one is, I'm gonna be making some friends here. Basically, you can spend on 1 Nova point to make a social skill roll to influence 1 standard, weak, or minion creature you can see. The complexity of the skill roll equals the creature's social score.
Do
If
they
you
have
succeed... Huh?
Okay.
If you
Okay.
convince the creature they become an ally of yours, they fight for you, hide you from enemies, and do anything within... Well, you get the idea.
Okay. So what exactly are you doing with this?
So, I highly doubt I can convince the main bad leader guy to fucking stop shooting at us.
Also, can you put a Nova ability in chat if you have it in your...
I mean, if I knew I could do that.
I think you just click on it and it'll send it to chat.
Yeah, if it's
And Bharz, if
if
you
click
want
roll.
to, by the way, if you just
Or
want to look
there's
up
a
some
button
Nova
that
abilities
says-
for
Yeah. there's-
Zivoy, just pick 2 Nova abilities for now for Zivoy, and we can talk about it later.
Well, I've got the
Yep.
free one. I've got the other ones already
Okay.
selected.
Okay, so you have them. All right.
Yep.
All right. So, what are you exactly doing with this again? I'm sorry.
I'm gonna try to convince one of the minions to fight for us.
How are you convincing them? Because you can't see them currently. You see
What do you mean I
interceptors
can't?
for ships.
What do you mean I can see the guy directly in front of me?
It's a ship.
Yeah, so can
You
I
don't
not
have a
just-
window in the ship.
Yeah, can we not fucking communicate with them?
You could, yeah. You just didn't say that.
Yeah. I would... From what I understand, there's a way to basically try to directly communicate with that said ship in front of me.
Absolutely can, yeah.
And I'm basically gonna be like... Clearly you are a man of faith. However, it seems like your main top guy himself has gone completely insane.
Oh no.
Your...
No. You can't use this ability in combat.
Wait,
It says
what?
it right there in the ability.
What?
You cannot use this ability in combat. Ah,
Oh my gosh.
Are you kidding? I have.
fuck. Balls.
If you want, we come back to you.
Yeah, good.
Or you want
Putting
to
out
try
the
and get
fire
out
is
that
not a bad
fire.
idea.
You've still got a fire in the room.
You guys
They
go
want to deal with
first.
that.
That sucks.
You guys
dude,
go.
sorry.
You guys go first.
All right, who wants to go?
I'll go first this time.
We've all turned still.
Yeah, this time I have the turret, so now I can actually shoot these things. Hopefully not fucking.
You are the turret.
I am, and I will fire
You
myself.
are the gun.
I will shoot myself at them.
Ah!
Give them freedom.
Freedom from their
Spread
lives.
freedom everywhere.
All right. I used a D12 last time. I think I'm going to. Yes, in fact, I will spread freedom. Indeed, I will use. Considering that it is freedom that they deserve, I will use empathy.
Okay, who are you using it on?
I will use it on one of the smaller ships this time because it's only a
Okay.
D4. So if I miss, I miss.
Okay.
So what complexity?
Two.
Two.
That's the first one. And which ship are you shooting at?
The one directly next to the boss ship. This one here.
All right. Yeah, you fire with your empathetic freedom gun, and the empathy of understanding them and them understanding you as they die as martyrs towards the daylight. They believe so hard, and their ship explodes from the 2 damage you inflict on it.
You see, like
Nice.
freedom, like as he fires himself, like his legs are the cannons, and you just see on his face, which is upside down, you see a single tear.
You just hear in the back, "Whoa! Martyrdom's sick!"
Jesus Christ. Okay, that I will continue to fire if that's okay, Kraw.
Yeah, absolutely. You can fire as much as you want, baby.
Well, I can't fire as much as. Definitely fire as much as I
You can fire as long as you want, as long as you.
As long as the
You
as long
you
as
can
the
go.
dice
Dice
let
let
you.
me too.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely. Yeah, I know someone has an ability that lets them basically do that.
Yes. How much do I know about these kinds of ships? Like, do I know the
The
big ship?
interceptors themselves are relatively small and are equipped. They're like the lesser military vessels
Okay.
of a fleet. And the Predator's like a mid-tier-ish, like mid-low tier. This
Okay.
is not like a heavily armed fleet. It looks like this is like an ad hoc fleet that was made just for this because they were close enough.
Okay, then I will sort of, and I will look for a spot here on this ship that seems to be like able, you know how like when you see a flyby, like you don't go for it when it's like this, you go for it when it's like that, when it's flat to you. So I'm hoping that I get a spot that I can easily shoot, like dead center mass.
Mhm.
So I'm going to use perception for that.
I like that. Perception's a really common one for
Roger.
So, go ahead. Complexity
3.
Yep.
That's a fail.
That is
Oh,
Oh, so
unfortunate
we
failure.
have no
And we
advantages.
have no advantages.
So,
So I
Collapse point, or I'm gonna let you choose, Matt. Collapse point or failure prompt.
failure prompt. Those are fun.
All right, let's see.
Oh God.
It's a good thing I have great karma.
Trying to think. I don't know how to do this one. Karma comes to get you, huh?
I have an idea, but I don't want
What do
to.
you? I want to hear it now.
I was gonna say one of the lasers, instead of hitting the ship, does 1 point of damage to Freedom instead.
That's kind of. That's actually what I was thinking.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, as the one explodes that you shot, one of the people who are like they're suffocating. They're. I don't know how. I don't know if you know exactly how people are space. Maybe they explode. That's open, so they don't. And they have a gun. They aim it at you. It's like for the daylight. Well, they can't say it because they're in space, but you hear. And it hits you straight in the head. You take 1 point of damage.
Oh, that was unpleasant. I will take that point of damage.
Yeah. Luckily, points of damage during ship combat don't really matter that much, unless they board you, which they could board you. I didn't think about that. Anyways,
That actually goes into my shield. So that will go down.
Nice.
I will go down to 9 on my shield.
All right. Who's
What
next?
does your shield have? Shields generally only do like 1 or 2.
1 or 2. There's
It
only one
says
damage.
shield
Shield
charges.
generator,
It says
probably.
something out of 10, so I put 10 out of 10. Am I wrong in putting?
Oh yeah,
that's the amount of-
no, yeah.
That's the
no.
amount of
Military
batteries you
skill
have.
generator.
Oh, okay.
Do you
Then
have
it
a
goes
mil-
down to 1. Then that's fine.
Do you have a personal or military? Okay, that's 2.
Yeah.
So okay, cool. You have 1.
Right on.
All right, cool. All right, who's next? I would like to also remind you guys as a DM, just because I'm going crazy here, if you could take control of Freedom 76's gun. Anyways,
Mhm.
sorry, Bart. go ahead.
Shoot me!
Because I think the first thing that Bharz is gonna do, so Sector 3, sorry. So Sector 3
Sector 4.
and 2, or would it be just
Sector
Sector
4
3
and
would
1.
be affected? I know Sector 4 is affected. I'm just trying to figure out where I'm supposed to escape to, so I don't
If you-
die.
If you're in
Literally
Sector 4,
above the
if you
like
go- if you
move
go
up
up to
1
Sector-
square.
if you go up to Sector 3, it's still out of air. You have to seal off Sector 4 from Sector 3, which takes an action or a skill.
Okay.
So you could
then
you
yeah,
can move
that's
there with
what-
your free movement, and then you could seal off Sector 4 from Sector 3.
That's what I'll do.
And what check do you want to do for that?
You know what? It's really dumb, but we'll do an athletics.
Absolutely. Go ahead and
'Cause
roll
that's
up
a
flex
D4.
2. I guess damage doesn't matter when you have a hull breach, doesn't it? But Freedom 76, you don't need. You can survive in space, so it does no damage to you. My
Jesus
God.
Christ, what the?
This is roll 20,
ugh.
man.
I'm gonna give a collapse point to myself for that one. As you try to pull down a bulkhead. Pull down bulkhead. As you try to activate a bulkhead, your hand just hits the wrong spot. You're just pulling hard, nothing happens.
My dice hate us.
And that, unfortunately, is the end of your turn, which means you take 1 damage because you're in a sector with no air.
If we die in this combat, my next character is gonna have a Russian accent. I'm just telling you that.
It said 1 interceptor for each player. It's ridiculous. All right, who's next? You got Hera, you
I'll
got Asra, you got Morriacha.
All right, I'll go. What's the name of this? The disabled ship? I can't read it. It's too tiny.
Oh, the Catechus?
Catechus, that's it. All right. I from the MI, I am going to try to interact with the MI from the Catechus to get them up and running so that they can run the fuck away.
Yeah.
And I am gonna do that with engineering. Complexity 2. Let's go. Dice. There we go. Thank you, Jesus.
You give them enough so their engines activate, but their weapons do not.
Yeah,
they
and I just
will-
and as I do that, just like I say to their MI, get the fuck out of here, kids. What the hell is wrong with you? This is a death wish.
And this
And-
MI, it looks similar to that Keith. I almost said Threekin again. He looks similar to Keith. Its own hands behind its back. It looks at you and nods. In MI.
And then I would like to sort of try to diddle with everyone's MIs so that we can get past them without counterattack. Basically, I want to generate an advantage using skullduggery by programming their MI, like by tricking their MIs into thinking we're somewhere other than where we are.
Okay. Yeah. Complexity 3.
All right, complexity 3. Let's go. God fucking shit, damn it. All right, well that didn't work.
Sometimes the rolls just aren't with you.
Dice are not with us at
Mm.
all tonight, man. I
Mm.
caused an accident. Great. Amazing.
As you are programming, you just hit the wrong switch, and you feel yourself come back to your own body. You're no longer in MI space.
I'm kicked out of the MI jack. All right, that's fine.
And all right, I got Hera and we got Mori.
Maury, get us the fuck out of here. Is all Hera says. as
Also,
she
the MI jack is
tumbles.
damaged now. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention. MI jack is damaged.
That's fine. As she comes tumbling out of the MI jack, she just goes, Maury, get us the fuck out of here. The Catechus is online. We can still get paid. Let's go.
Okay.
Gotta need a clear path first.
I think I might have meant
Ugh.
Hera, but whatever. I said Mori, I meant Hera.
I'm about to say, like, what?
Sorry. Hera, get us the fuck out of here. Mori, put out that fire.
Oh,
End of turn.
as you're also in a sector that has no air, so you take 1 damage.
I'm in sector 2.
Right, sector 4 is adjacent.
Oh, Jesus
Sector 4 is a
fucking
breach.
Christ. I do not like the way the sectors on the ship are laid out. They don't make any sense. But whatever.
I'll put a big X in sector 4. That's the whole breach.
Alright, fine. I take 1 damage.
Let me make sure I'm reading that right. When player can. It affects the sector in which it occurred as well as any directly adjacent sectors. Yep, okay. Alright, Mori or Hera. You guys still got 5 ships aiming down your throats.
I could try something that's a bit crazy.
Oh my god.
Another thing crazy. Just want to double check. There is the universal Nova ability that you don't need. That's just basically a callback, right?
Yeah. You can use 1, 2, or 3, and depending on how many you use it, it gets more powerful.
Okay. So that may be a plan, unless Mori has something else in mind. No. Mori, you want to go first, or?
Think of a few things I can do. Well, first of all, I'm putting out that fucking fire.
Okay.
Good plan.
Good plan. Good plan.
Got run over real quickly to if I can grab my token, if it would let me.
Are you not able to grab your token? Oh, you're not.
Yeah.
There
Okay.
you
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Just gonna like. Oh, this guy. I'm gonna hate having to do this. I'm gonna cover like the fire with my coat and try to like kick the fire out.
All right, what's your check for that?
Probably athletics.
I think it's fine. Roll flex, complexity 2.
Yeah.
Come on, dice.
Please.
For the love of God.
Please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, Jesus.
Right.
The fire is out.
Good.
Okay. Getting back to my freaking laser beam.
Laser.
Alright. You know what? Trying to think what I can do here. Cause we got like more missiles like trying to like fire down at us, or
Yeah, so every ship's
Oh,
running
yeah.
through you right now. All of them are lasers. No missiles this time, but just a whole bunch of lasers. I will also add your gun does 2 damage. Freedom 76 does 2 damage. Freedom 76 one shot that one small ship. So
If you
Alright.
want to ponder on it a little bit, I do have an idea that I can do on my turn.
you lost your turn. You failed the first check.
Oh, I thought it was gone long enough for a lot of
No,
things to elapse.
we haven't resolved yet. It'll be next time.
Okay.
Nope, sorry.
Okay, then go ahead. Sorry.
You know what? I'm gonna open comm one of the minions, not using the Nova point, by the way.
Okay.
And be like, you know, small one, if you strike us down, we shall rise back even far more powerful than ever before, even more bigger than this burn that you so desiredly worship.
Which one are you pointing? Coming into?
This guy right here.
All right. What do you want to roll for that? What do you want? You trying to damage him or get generating advantage? I guess I should have asked that first. Sorry. Are you trying to damage or generating advantage?
I say damage him, yeah, mentally.
Okay. Sure.
Nice.
What is it, complexity 3?
Emotional damage.
Emotional
Okay,
damage!
you guys are asking
Nice.
for it. Hold on. A
There it is.
second.
Ooh, what?
Oh, you
What?
put the
Emotional damage.
Welcome.
You hear on the other comm line like, Dad?
Oh, jeez.
Father!
Father!
Oh god.
The ship's still in, but they've taken 1 point of damage.
Great. And my range is, well... Probably guessing they need like a couple more shots before they get downed. And you know
Once
what?
again, Freedom 76 killed one in 1 hit. They have
The little ships have 2.
Sure.
Oh. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna try to fire at the other small guy, like right here.
What do you want to use for that?
I'm gonna try again with the range.
Lexi 4. Let's see it.
Come on.
Ah, balls.
So where's the 1?
Ballsity balls.
I don't need any more blast points though. Oh,
Oh
my
shit.
Oh.
God. Guys, you see Mori miss again. This is the 2nd time he's missed. Has he ever hit a shot? All right. And Hera, it's you.
Well, Hera is going to, if possible, use a Nova point to do a callback to a callback that I referenced in a previous episode.
Call back to a callback.
Yeah, what do you call him back?
Well, if you remember, in a previous episode, Hera's also had some run-ins with the Daylight before. Specifically, a ex-combatant that threw a fireball at him. What if this person was the one that they're currently fighting?
So who are you trying to call? I'm sorry, who are you trying to call back though? I don't know if I understand.
The leader of these guys, and Hera's going to be like, "Thought I remembered that voice. Ah, you're back here because they disqualified you. Yes, because you threw a fucking fireball in my face.
I'm not
Well,
quite
how
sure
about we
who you're...
take it one-on-run right here? Not without your little buddies to support you. Or
Let
you
me-
too scared without
read this.
buddies to support you."
circumstance they encountered in the past. Yeah. How many Nova points are you spending on this?
I've only got 1 Nova point.
Just 1.
So basically, he's spending his Nova, or to put it in another way, he's basically using his Nova point to bring this guy onto their ship so they can have a one-on-one fisticuffs and get them out of ranged combat, essentially.
Okay.
Board us, you coward.
Yeah, let me see here.
Yeah, basically, port us, you coward.
Let me see if I
Come
have it
aboard
all
our
written.
fucking airless ship.
Yeah.
1v1 me, bro.
Where's my Ulrid token I can use real quick? We'll use this one. Let me do some. Well, let's take a break there. I think it's a good
Yeah.
time.
All right.
You bent Kraw's brain. That's what you did.
That's what callbacks are for.
Indeed. Take a
Hey,
little break.
I called my mom once, so
That's actually what I was kind of going on. I remember you using the callback for that. I'm like,
Mhm.
what if this could work? Because then that would stop them shooting at
Nice.
us. So it would save the ship.
Fair.
Yeah.
and it may give us a chance to expire this hand.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll take a
We
break here.
stand
Yeah.
off.
How long until we come back, Matt?
Give us a 5-minute break. What do you think? Good?
Good by me.
That's good for me.
Cool. See you guys in 5
All right.
minutes.
Hello, welcome back to me killing all my players. Woo!
my
Here we
gosh.
go.
I think you mean
Lasers.
our
Pew, 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 pew.
characters, right? You wouldn't kill us directly, right, Kraw?
He's too far away.
He's just like a.
How can you know where I am?
It's true.
He's in the
The head in the
void.
void.
He's everywhere.
He's the Kraw void.
I swear it's gotten darker on my stream. I can't even see my shirt.
It has, like,
If I move my hands here, you can see it just a little bit, and then I move
Yes.
away. It's perfectly dark.
Floating head.
Yeah.
we could see it when you started, and now we can't. It has
Yeah, I'm always
gotten darker.
Oh, you know, I could turn it down even further.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's actually the lowest setting.
The person running the game is the big giant head from Third Rock from the Sun.
Yeah.
Don't you want to be William Shatner?
Anyways, let's move into this as Hera has offered a duel to
1v1, bro.
to our
Oh
friend
my God.
Brulo. Brulo on the comm screen raises his hand up. I'm gonna let you guys decide if you want to keep going or not, but if you do, he raises his hand and he says, "Wait 1 second. Wait. Everyone, hold back for 1 moment. I said hold." And all the weapons suddenly power down. Let me board your ship. Right? Good?
Yeah, of course. The ship's open to you if you want to 1v1 me, bro.
Are we
Yeah,
fixing
nice
the air
to know.
supply before or after we let him on board?
Let's put a halt. Oh, also, while this is happening, I'm gonna say, Bharz, if you want to, you can fix the hull breach in Sector 4 without a check if you'd like.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually,
then
never mind. I
that
take it
was-
back. I'm sorry. Even better. Their ship just drives into the hull breach.
Oh my God.
It just immediately
bacon.
docks right in
Bacon
awkwardly.
fucking breach!
Right in! And then you see part of the front of the ship burn off glass where this Ulrin walks out of it. That's because you guys making sure you're not.
And
doing anything.
actually, really quickly before he docks, I kind of said to everyone, "Oh, by the way, everyone, remember, my name is Nadir, not Asra.
Yes, my dear.
Good enough."
Hera will just side speak to Nadir and just say, "So he's on board. Let's get the fuck out of here, right?" And he
Oh.
goes to join, and he gets off the cockpit and goes in to join where this old
She
one
just
has
says-
come in.
Roger that, Captain. And makes her way over to the cockpit.
You tell me what to do, but we're gonna go right back into combat as soon as he boards. You see the glass burning from where he puts his hand on. He immediately, as the glass burns and is open a hole, he pulls his entire cloak down towards his waist. And I'll show you an image that I've for you all. And he grabs a
Nice.
fan with
Oh
that
my
with fire
God.
on the tips and jumps
Goddamn
out.
drama queen.
He's an absolute queen.
What species is he?
He's
Ulrin.
The
Crystal
crystal
person.
people,
Oh yeah, he's absolutely crystal.
like Vitali was last time.
Yeah, no, I know. It's just he's not fully crystallized.
Which also means he
really-
might be able to explode, so maybe keep your distance.
There are
You know,
parts.
I really
it's not
hate
all
Roll20. Because,
Oh.
or at least I hate Chrome. It blocked the pop-up for the handout, so I don't get to see it. And when I tried to open it, it just infinitely loads.
Ah,
Ah.
That is weird because
That's why you watch streams.
it shouldn't pop up a new window. That's a strange thing. It should pop up something in the browser unless
That's
you ask to make it pop up. That's weird.
no, that's what happened. It tried to. It doesn't stop me from opening up the character sheet, which I have to open as a new window. But like, I don't know why, but for whatever reason, it decided to block the handout and then will not let me view it. So
And now
He
my
grabs his fan, shakes it on his face. There's nothing moving. He doesn't have hair or anything that can move in wind. It's all static. And so as the wind hits him, it looks like there's nothing moving. And then he immediately looks at you. It's like, "Game on, brother! Let's burn!" And he's gonna let's do music.
He's okay.
He's a loon.
And without as the fire comes from his hands, he's gonna aim a fire ray at you, Hera, and move to accompany that, just in case you decide to go behind cover. And he also calls back to his ship. "These guys, anyone else engages? Let's burn their ship to the ground. We're not just leaving them like they said to." Fire, 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 fire! Your guys' turn.
I mean, I know what I'm going to do, but does anybody else want to go first?
I do.
Do it.
I'm gonna spend my Nova point and do Disturbing Advantage. So we now have 5 advantages maximum till the combat ends,
Nice.
and we gain.
And we get 2 right now. Nice.
You gain
Dope.
2 max, and you gain 2 current.
Excellent. I love this Nova ability.
I saw that and I thought, hey, that looks like a good idea. I should probably grab that. And
Yeah.
turns out it was a really good idea.
Awesome choice. A+.
I think also it doesn't say it's being your turn, so that's not necessarily your turn. So anyone can go in the meantime.
Oh, neat. Okay.
Yeah, unless a Nova point specifically says it has to be an action, it can be done at any time that isn't like phase 1 or phase 2. Oh, I'll put these rounds. There should be phases, not rounds. My bad. Yeah, fix that.
I mean,
But yeah,
I'm basically gonna do what Hera told me to do, so if y'all want to go before me to try to knock any of these guys out, feel free.
The only thing I'm gonna do is focus on trying to fix the engine room.
Yeah, you guys tell me who's going. What are you guys doing? It's still technically combat, so
I'll shoot.
you have to.
There you go.
Oh,
Blow some shit up.
Yeah. It's what I'm made
why is it-
for.
Oh, I should do that next. What am I doing? Alright. This ship will move, though, and will resolve as you allowed the action to resolve. But they did not fire at you.
Oh,
You're still
the
able to
last
hit
round.
him,
Got it.
freedom, so, yeah, you're still able to hit him, but
Okay.
yeah, none of them have declared a laser attack on you.
I will. Remind me what power is. Power is just like brute force, right?
Power is what athletics is in D&D. Athletics is what acrobatics is in D&D.
Yeah. I can't really. Not for shooting, anyway.
Matt, you can logic away around anything.
Yeah, I know, but it's very.
You grab the
You
have like a
you
laser
bear-
ball in your hand and you throw it.
Yeah.
It's
You
very
bear
specious.
down
Incredible.
against the hull to steady your aim.
I have an idea.
Alright.
I aim. I sort of aim at one of the other ships. I aim at like this ship here, and then I go, "Ha-ha! Fooled you!" And then I aim at the other ship, and I use deceive
Nice.
to shoot at this ship.
All right. Roll to deceive complexity 2.
Like Darth Helmet. Fooled you.
Fooled you!
And as your shot goes, they didn't expect. They were all standing still anyway, but then you aim your gun at the one, it moves out of the way, and then the other one who wasn't even ready immediately just blows up, all the debris flying everywhere, and you hear from the inside, "Not fair! Not fair! Not fair! Not fair! Everyone, ready your weapons! Let's burn!"
Too
Still
late. They
inside the
already
ship.
had their declare for this round.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm gonna keep on keeping on here since I was successful there.
Keep
Do
on.
it.
I
Nail the one in front of
will-
us.
Well, let's see. I used my 6. Now I need an 8. I'm gonna get my Nova point. And the only thing I have engineering. I can aim for the engines because it's engineering, right? Just kidding.
Engineering would be more like, I'm fixing my turret.
I
to
know.
fire
I was
better.
just playing with the word, Kraw. It was supposed to be a joke. Never mind. Jesus Christ. Fine. Let's see. It's either engineering or melee for my 8. I don't know what the hell I can do with my melee. I punch the laser over to these guys. I don't know. Shit.
You could say that you use the turret to punch the ship that's currently lodged in our ship.
Oh, that's a good point.
There is that.
I will punch you off of my ship. So yeah, and then locks onto the ship that's sort of boarding ours, and then as if I am firing a laser, I sort of punch my way forward, which shoots the laser at this ship. So that would be a melee.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was gonna say if you wanted melee, have to be against the predator. But
Yes.
yeah, absolutely. Complexity 3 melee. Let's see it.
All right. Okay.
Take that advantage.
to the
Get him
four.
off of us.
You think?
Do it. Get it off of us.
All right. So here we go. D8.
We have a kidnapping to undertake.
Indeed, we do. That is a success.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know how pushing works in this. I tried to look at pushing and the mechanics. I don't see anything.
It wasn't a
about
push. He
pushing.
took an advantage.
Just took an advantage. Yeah, I used one of our advantages.
No. Pushing the ship off.
Oh,
I have no idea how that works.
I would think it
Well,
would
that's
just go
because I
into
don't
the
think
near
I don't
zone.
think
I think-
shoving.
This is what I'll say. There's an action for pushing. There's an action for doing damage. Which would you like to do?
I would like to push the ship, I should say, off.
All right.
Into the near zone.
Yeah, the ship is absolutely pushed off with your melee because you're able to do that. You hit the light. You hit the laser on the parts of the ship that were just barely attached, and it falls out. And the sector is now open again, so it is now breached again, including including Bulo, including Hera. All right,
I'm tired and getting loopy. Don't mind me.
it's okay. Anything else, Freedom? You guys still got your turn.
No, that's it. I think that should
All
do
right.
it. I can't really, although I have earned myself a Nova point.
Yay!
And well, because you guys are being so unfair to him, I'm gonna spend a collapse point to have the predator shoot a missile at you. There you go. Next, what's next?
If nobody minds, I should probably go next. Because I want to see if I can't seal the whole breach.
You want to seal the whole breach or seal the sector?
See if I can't
Breach.
seal the breach. Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. All right. Yeah, no problem. What do you want? How do you want to do it?
Oh God. I want to use. Is there a way that I could use range for this? Because what I'm thinking of is using some kind of a welding tool to throw a bunch of scrap metal at the hull and laser it on there.
Okay. You know what? I like that.
You've got to do it in slow motion, of course.
I like it. You know what? It's an interesting use of range, but I love it. Complexity 2
that'll
range.
be- That's a D6. I'm gonna mark that, earn myself a Nova point. Complexity what?
Complexity 2.
Okay, sweet.
It always starts at 2.
Hell
Nice.
yeah.
You have sealed the whole breach.
Sweet. Now I don't have to try to close off that section of the ship. That's good. The only other thing I can think of doing is I give myself a Nova point. I guess I could use engineering to see if I can't try to focus the shields to get rid of the missiles, like to block the missiles. Basically,
I would say your module of the engines would probably allow you that. However, that module is currently closed.
Oh yeah, that's right. Shit. Then I'll do that first.
All right. Whatever you said, engineering. You could fix it with engineering. Fix it with multiple things. Complexity 3.
So engineering complexity 3. Yeah, I got a D10 in it, so let's hope.
Come on, dice. Nice.
Nice. Okay, so so the engineering now works.
I deleted sector
which is
4.
Great.
All right. You have fixed the engines. They're now connected back to the. Well, you fixed the engine control unit. They are now connected back to the engines.
Nice.
And the engines don't go out until the ship has no MI. or not my health.
Then I'm going to use my knowledge about shields to deflect those missiles.
All right, complexity 4.
Nice. Nice.
Absolutely. The missiles fly out. Ding, ding, hit the shields yet again. You just able to predict them. They aren't very clever about where they're positioning. And you see Brulo, just his fan shaking against his face. He doesn't say anything this time. He's just... It's all static. It's all crystals. Nothing's happening when his fan moves against him.
And just with a ditto face looks at him. What do you got now? And that'll be the end for Bharz.
Speaking of what he has now, I won't do it yet. All right, who's next?
Maury, you want to do anything before I try to get us the fuck out of here?
We're mainly just trying to like get this guy like distracted, right? Like, or
Well, we currently have him trapped on our ship, and I'm about to try to flee with a hostage. So do you want to do anything, aim at any of our potential pursuers or anything, or do something before I put too much distance between us?
I mean, you could try to convince one of the ships to murder themselves and into another ship.
I can't forget like which ship was the one I like emotionally damaged. Unless someone's afraid.
I think it was this guy.
Yeah, sector 1.
Nope, it's the one in the back.
Oh,
Oh,
right, he flew away. He went all the way behind us.
Bitch. Fuck. I
Not
don't
like he's
know.
out of comm range. He's still near.
You could still emotionally damage him.
Maury, the emotional damage guy.
Or use freedom as a turret and shoot freedom, which Kraw keeps reminding us we can do.
Why would I do that?
Yeah.
Why would I remind you guys that? It's like you guys could have done this entire time.
Yeah, because
Okay,
we
yeah.
have another 2 guns that we can use.
They all do 2 damage, so you know they have 2 HP each. Freedom's like the
Yeah.
perfect, has the perfect abilities for this fight. It's crazy.
If only we had the perfect dice.
Yeah, if only I was better with guns and all that too.
You always make like a different kind of roll.
Pick a skill. What are you good at? Engineering?
Freedom convinced me to use empathy on one.
No.
Actually, there is a way of doing empathy on them.
I think Freedom convinced me to do empathy. Yeah, since you're controlling Freedom, there's a lot of stuff you could do.
Okay, what do I do when I climb in get onto the freedom?
So you tell me.
Do you want to fire at somebody?
You could justify a lot of checks with you backing up Freedom.
Just tell Freedom he
You know
spreads
what?
more freedom, because that's social. Ask Freedom to spread more freedom. There you go. That's a social check for you.
Unless I climb on the freedom, like with a weird sun bellowing quote unquote wind that makes my jacket more flammable and more dramatic than usual with the power of decorum to intimidate my enemies.
Nice.
Yeah, you don't see the fan that's just off screen.
Well, who are you trying to intimidate specifically? Or are you trying to get advantage?
Or this guy. They
All right.
try to get
Go
like
ahead.
advantage, yeah.
Go ahead and roll decorum. Oh wait, you want to get advantage? Or you want to do
Yeah,
damage?
this is just getting advantage.
You know-
I think.
Okay. Roll decorum. Complexity 2.
Come on.
Nice.
It's an advantage. Yep.
Okay. Come on, just go. And with the power of freedom, with the
Yes.
range, power of range, hopefully.
You're firing me, sir.
I'm a firing at the same guy.
Excellent.
All
Pull
right.
that. Don't
By
pull
the
that
power of
one.
freedom.
That's something. Don't touch that there. Don't pull. Yes.
He says don't touch that there. You do touch that there. and
Oh
it
my.
Just free.
Oh,
Well, that's what that
Well,
does now, doesn't it? Ha
yeah,
Freedom,
exactly.
why don't you explain? Why don't you explain what happens, Freedom? I'm curious.
Freedom becomes enormously aroused, and,
Oh!
and fires his freedom bullet.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cool.
I didn't know you had a missile.
Well, there's surprises for everyone tonight.
More anything else?
Just remember, you can't spell freedom without penis.
I don't know if that's right.
Together, we will probably kill Sarah this session.
I think we may be
You
looking.
might as
She's on the way out.
But anything else,
well.
Maury?
Okay. Breathe.
Let's see. Sorry, just looking at the. You know, can I still get a read on how that guy in the back is feeling? Like in terms of empathy?
Like
You
a
want to
vibe
get an
check?
advantage against Burlo? You want to get an advantage?
I think
No,
he's
the
talking
ship
about the
in the
ship
back.
he emotionally damaged.
Oh, I mean, it's emotionally damaged. They're not
You know-
smart on the ship. You could probably stop them.
You know what?
Do it. Make them
I'm
fight
gonna-
into the predator. It'd be great.
You know what?
Murdered him.
Yeah, you know what? I'll open comms with him like again. I see you are struggling in finding the ways to your inner peace. By all means, it's not too late to atone yourself. Saying as I'm gonna use presence.
Roll it, Plexi 4.
Come on.
Come on. Nice!
Yeah.
No. No! Power down the ship! We burn in the ghost belt tonight. Let us be adrift. And they drift off towards the burn.
Nice.
God.
They're out. They're gonna be moving away. But drifting, so it's slow. Adrift. Two different
Alright.
definitions. Drifting. Anything else, Maury?
I think that's all I'm gonna do for now before I. Nah, that's it. Yeah.
All right. I think the last two people are Az and Hera, and I'm gonna use a class point to
Okay.
give Brulo, since he also has movement. I'm gonna give him a fireball attack, which is a burst
No.
range. Yeah, the burst attack, which means it hits an area.
Yeah, how big?
He swipes his fan, and some fire starts appearing behind him, as if accumulating.
Oh, it doesn't hit people, it just hits part of the ship.
He's an attack. Yeah, it's part of the declaration.
Right.
Yeah. Collapses. No. Only attacks only resolve in phase 3 for NPCs. Well,
Gotcha.
enemy NPC. All right, Hera or Asra.
All right, I'll take my moment now,
Go for it.
and I'm really torn. Do I want a Nova farm or do I just want to get the fuck out of here?
Why not both?
But
Sure.
we have enough advantages that I feel okay doing this. The only ship left is the Predator, is his ship. The ship that Bruli came on, that has been knocked off of ours and our breach has been sealed. So I am
There's
going
one
to...
other in front of you, but yeah.
I thought that one... the turn order was over. That's why I couldn't see it. Okay, well, whatever. I'm going to reach out to the Predator ship on comms and just say, I just want you to know that following us is a terrible, terrible idea. And I want to use presence to try to dissuade them from following me.
All right, you going for damage? You're going for advantage.
I was actually going for the action of them not following us, but...
You'll have to do enough damage for them to not follow you.
Okay, then I'm going to go for damage.
All right. Roll it, Lexi 2.
All right! Yeah!
You hear on the
That means I
ship, they do take damage, but they also say through comms, Sir Brutal's on that ship. We can't leave him, but he's gonna burn us to death. Doesn't matter. Well, we burn to death and we come back without him.
All right, well, I made it to 3 Nova points, and that's awesome, because now I'm going to burn one for talent adoption.
Nova points. Oh my god. You could call
Well,
back
now-
a fleet.
Well, now I'm down to 2, because I just used one for talent adoption. Spend a Nova point to increase the die size of one of my skills to a D12 for up to 1 hour.
And you still have a D10 after that, right? You're not getting rid of your last D10.
It doesn't matter what skill it is. I can just make any skill a D12.
I know. I'm just making.
Oh no, I'm not getting rid. No, I'm doing it to a D6 skill.
Oh, any. I thought it was one D10. Okay.
No, I
I'm
can
fine
make
with it. I'm just
any.
letting-
Yeah.
I know. I'm not stopping you. I'm just saying, as a DM, just make it like if you
I will
get
still
rid of
have.
your last one.
I will still have a die of every size
Okay, cool.
in my pool. That's all.
If
Yeah.
you want to get rid of the last dice in the pool,
Well, this is also only for an hour.
right.
so.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
So for the next hour, my engineering is a 12. I have to figure out how. Oh, there we go. Edit. So I'm moving my engineering from a D6 to a D12. And having done that, I am now going to settle my ass into that cockpit and say, "Yes, everyone, hold on to your posteriors." And I'm gonna move the ship. We're getting the fuck out of here. Let's go.
all right. Complexity 3.
3. Pass.
You move. Are you moving forward or are you turning?
Forward and get the fuck out of here.
All right. Let's move all these ships around so we get them in the right places, including debris.
Mm-hmm.
And this one will be right. I think.
All right, and I'm doing the exact.
That's right.
I'm doing the same thing again.
All right. Complexity
Moving.
4. I'll also catch up
Pass.
with the catechus. All right. They're all in your aft far zone, but still technically within the range. Also, I moved your modules accidentally. Oops.
And fuck it, we're going for broke. One more time. Let's go. We have an advantage. We have 2
You do.
advantages. I'm taking it.
4, 7, 10, 12.
5, bitches. All right, we move again.
There you go.
I
Yeah,
get
yeah.
a minor positive condition.
Right. And you can still do another action if you want to.
And that, like, correct me if I'm wrong, when you get a minor, it's just on one specific skill.
Yeah,
right?
I think I technically.
So it's engineering.
But I'm
I
going to
think
choose
it's the one.
engineering.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure it's just whatever skill you got that success on, you get.
Oh,
the
we'll look
condition.
at later. But I would give it to engineering anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I now have a minor positive in engineering. And no, I think. Well, wait, does that reduce by complexity by 1?
Yep. So now instead.
Oh, fuck it. We're gonna do it one more time. Why the
Alright.
fuck not?
Oh, that's what
Complexity 6.
Yeah, one more advantage left.
No, I'm not spending. I didn't have to spend it a bit. Oh, I did. I
Yeah,
spent one right there. Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
there we go.
Oh, well,
No, I can't fix it.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I'm gonna give myself a collapse point, and I'm gonna spend that
I
collapse point.
figured you
Don't want-
would.
Don't want to spend it immediately.
Sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
All right.
I'm gonna give.
I got
So
caught.
you didn't get far enough. Well, no, you didn't. They're still in the far zone, so they can still shoot you. If you got that movement, I will give you an advantage back. So actually, I'm gonna have. No, I don't think I'll shoot you. I'm gonna give him another fire ray. His original attack he's gonna do. Now he has 2 of them, which think what numbers on these things. So there's 2. I didn't know about that until Pathfinder. So yeah, there's 2 reds on him. Now we're to Hera.
Okay. So Hera will greet this guy and say, "Well, I think you already know that in space there are no rules." So he's going to start by activating his shield with the 2 batteries that Asra gave to him before.
It does take a skill. So what skill are you using for that?
Okay, so for that, why not use? Let's see what he can roll. Okay, why don't you roll a power? Because he's powering himself up.
Yeah, roll it. What you do? It's not fitting. Why? Just get in there.
Yes. Oh, no.
Oh
God.
my god.
Why?
I take the advantage.
Do it for the love of God.
Oh my gosh! Please don't roll a 10.
The
Please.
dice in this combat are insane.
Please. Okay.
That's not
Okay.
damage.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
more
you.
like my roll.
Oh my gosh! Thank you. If that was a 10, I don't know what I would have done.
Yeah.
I mean, I know what I would have done, but I didn't want to do it.
Okay, so
All right,
he's-
you stick it in. Is that a military or
that's
or,
military
right?
grade, yes.
So you get 2 points
Yep.
of shield. All right.
And then he's going to He's going to... Okay, this is going to be a bit of a weird one. He's going to look at this guy, whatever his name was again. Bruno?
Rulo.
Brulo. He's going to look at Brulo and just take note of if he's made any... Well, he's changed since he last saw him.
Sure. You want to generate advantage? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, we'll say this is just to generate an advantage, and,
And I'll give you information as well. Yeah. What do you want to roll for that?
just perception.
Sure.
Good old perception. And complexity 3 though, isn't it?
Yeah. Complexity 3 perception.
Nice.
All right. So you look at him, and it's like he's got this fan, and something about him is just way more unstable than when you first met him. He was just probably just in the daylight, I should say, cold daylight. Maybe like started to become a hand, but hadn't like purpose didn't become one. Now he has been blessed to become one of the hands of Golmok.
Okay. And then Hera will say, "Well, let's get this party started, eh?" And he'll pull out his charge staff and twirl it. And would I be able to generate another advantage just because he's not attacking yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're trying to
And
like
this is
prepare
good.
yourself, yeah.
Yeah. This is a performance check.
You got to give us the one we already got.
Oh,
Can we all do
thank
that?
you for reminding me. I almost forgot. I was like thinking that. Did you guys get one? Yeah, you did.
So, performance check, complexity 4. Roll for it. Pass.
Absolutely. You have
Nice.
2 advantages now.
Okay, cool.
Well done.
Okay, so
I'm saying hands off. You guys willingly invited a hand of Golmok on your ship, all right? I mean, it's the same thing.
yeah. So I think he's going to try to make his first attack with
Alright.
the staff.
Complexity 5.
Complexity 5. Okay. Now I should
And,
be able to just roll it through here, shouldn't I? Okay.
You're right, Matt?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, so he's just going to use his melee ability. Just good old melee. With his complexity 5, you said, right?
Yep.
Pass.
Nice.
Yeah. And charge. What charge is it? Is it charge baton?
Charge staff, actually.
Charge
Oh, and that
staff,
means you get a minor positive in melee.
which they already have.
Oh, because you get the major, and that's everything, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, I've got significant.
Significant.
Um,
Okay, that's what it is.
Yeah.
So that is charged. So you do 2 damage.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you hit Brulo, and you cut into his shield, and you also cut into his crystal quite a bit, as you see him get knocked off guard a bit as your charge staff cuts into him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my! This burning! It's all burning!
Let's see if you want more burning. And he's going to... let's see. He is going to... Question. Let's see. And he's going to try to shove him a little bit further away from the door.
Okay. What do you want to use for that?
This is going to be athletics.
Okay. Yeah, it's fine. Complexity 7. Athletics.
Okay.
No,
complexity
6.
7.
Six.
Sorry.
Well, this is probably going to fail, so get ready for the fail prompt.
Yum.
Yep.
Ah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh my
Technically,
god.
You could re-roll. You tell me. You
Wait,
could use 2
is that
advantages to do it.
even possible? Oh
Get a
god.
six.
No, I've got 2.
You'd have
So I'd have to
you
either
could
get
re-
it.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
you
one
could re-roll, but you
or
have to use 2 advantages.
3,
Yeah.
1 or
no,
3.
Forget it. It's not worth
Yeah,
it.
no.
No, you'd have to.
One
It's not
through
worth it.
six.
It's not worth burning both of them.
Oh,
Fires
no.
out.
Uh-oh.
There goes
I
the
would
charge
say-
stuff.
Yeah, charge stuff loses charge quality. It still works as a
Mhm.
weapon, but does not work as
Yeah.
charge any longer.
Still works as a staff.
Yeah. But now, fortunately,
Fuck.
Burlo has the fire behind him as well as in his hands two pieces of fire. The fan closed to one hand as he flicks one of his fireballs towards you, Hera. You take 2 damage, and now you're on fire.
Okay.
And then he flicks another one at you. You take 2 more damage.
Oh.
So you've taken 4 total damage. I think you're still. Are you still up, or are you down now?
Is this hitting the shield?
It hits the shield first. Yeah.
Okay, so does that take how many? So
So
how?
2 knocks out your shield, and then 2 go to you.
Okay. Well, 2 knocks out the shield, 2 goes to me. I had 2 health left.
Oh, okay. So you have 2 health left. Okay.
No, as in I had 2 health.
Had to.
And
And
2
now you're
shield.
at 0, so you're down.
Oh shit.
All right.
Yes.
So now we gotta do this here. So
I do not remember how this works in this game.
you gain a minor negative condition. I'm gonna give you a minor negative
Okay.
condition. And
Though the one thing is,
Okay.
I built up a Nova point.
oh wait, never mind. Okay, you got something for that. Never mind.
I built up a Nova point, so how many people can I see?
You can see 4. Well, 5 if you count Burlo.
Or how many allies can I see? I should say.
4. Unless you you count the animal. Sure.
Yeah.
5.
So Hera's back up because he can see all his party now, and he's back up to 5 hit points.
Which technically
Yes.
it can't go above 3 because you're max 3,
No.
right?
Yeah, max is 3. So
Well, there you go. You're back to max. Can you put that in chat for us?
Yeah, that's a good ability. I like that.
yeah,
Keitha gets stuff like that. I love the Keitha abilities because
that's
they're very.
unwavering support.
So explain what happens real quick as
Oh,
both these fires hit
nice.
you, go through your shield. What happens to Hera?
Support.
Well, you see
Oh,
that
that's really awesome.
the flame does in fact burn him quite heavily, but you see that his eyes kind of roll back in the back of his head, just as the impact was so severe for him. But he catches himself by taking a big step back, and then he just smiles. It's like, same old tricks.
It's so beautiful, beautiful fire burning you. Beautiful. You're still on fire, by the way. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, of course.
You're beautiful, beautiful. A beauty in itself, a beauty. And the fireball behind him flies forward and does not hit you directly, but instead hits in between all of you. And this fireball bursts all around you guys, and all of you, everyone except for Bharz, and also not the Soul. It's complicated. Freedom, you take 1 point of damage. Mori, you take 1 point of damage. Az, you take 1 point of damage. Hera, you take 1 point of damage, and all of you are now on fire. Every
Okay.
single one of you.
Great.
I will say while you're on fire, at the start of phase 3, you take 1 damage. You can also put it out using an action in your turn. So I'll mark that you're all.
So you
on
take a
fire.
damage when it happens, and then
No,
immediately
At
afterwards,
the start
you
of
end up in
phase
3?
3. At the
Oh,
start
it's
of phase
so if we don't put it out on our next turn.
You
Okay.
just took 1 damage generally from his attack, and then you're
Alright.
also on fire. So
Okay,
the
so at
fireball
the start of the
bursts,
next phase 3, because this is in a phase 3.
he flicks it with his fan forward, moving forward, and bursts the fire. Maybe you hadn't seen that trick before, Hera. As it bursts in the middle of your sector 2 and burns all the items on the sides of the walls. Probably some booze. Just explosion of fire, and everything is now just extremely hot. And Rulo moves his fan against his face. Oh, it's so warm. All right. I
Hey.
think that's all he's gonna do.
Hey.
All right. Now the ships are coming back in. So the Catechist is going to try to avoid the other 2 ships. Okay. Interceptor is going to intercept the Catechist, but the Predator. So the Interceptor is going to shoot the Catechist with a laser to disable it again. But the Predator is going to come towards you guys. And it's going to try to shoot. It can't shoot missiles. It can only shoot lasers. So it's going to try to move and then shoot lasers. Brullo, once again, same old tricks. Fire ray against Hera.
Is it gonna be triple like the last time?
What? Sorry?
Is it going to be another triple like the last time, or
No,
I
just...
used
because there were
I used 2 collapse points last time.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't get multiple attacks normally.
God, and you still have a collapse point left? Jesus.
I do. Now, you guys have been
We
failing.
need to stop fucking up, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Burlo, he's like
Oh,
shaking
that's
his
a real
fan.
funny.
Once again, his other hand, another piece of fire appears on the tips of his fingers, and he's ready for another round. We can bring the burn right here if we want to. We can bring it right here. Who's going?
I can't shoot. They were out of my range. Don't look at me.
Oh, they're all in
You
the
can
fire
get out of
range.
your start mode.
Yeah.
Nadir will say, it might be a good idea to knock him unconscious so that we could ask him questions later, but in the meantime, I do believe we should move on, yes, chaps? And she can do the exact same thing she did last time. We gonna fly using
don't
my
forget-
boosted and
Don't forget
Using
Freedom
my-
took one damage.
I took it
Oh,
off.
I'm sorry. Freedom had a shield. I'm sorry. Hear me.
Oh, okay. And then we're gonna fly using my boosted engineering skill. Let's go.
Alright.
Okay.
I would say this would escape your ship
Connected.
combat at this point.
Oh, a second.
Nice.
If you make this check, it would escape the ships.
Okay. But Brulo's still on board.
Sorry. Yes, I know. We're kidnapping him.
Oh, I know.
Sorry, my headphones disconnected for a second. Were you talking to me or to someone else?
Oh, I was saying if you make this check to leave, I would say you escape the ships at this point.
Oh, fuck yeah. Then let's go. Run away. Why did you roll it at complexity 3? Oh, because I accidentally put a positive condition or a negative
Well,
condition. on
that
myself.
would not have been a failure, so you're good.
Yeah, that would have been a
That
7-9.
succeeds.
How do I make
Seven-
that
7-9.
positive instead of negative? That's weird.
That's okay.
It's like, okay, I'm
Yeah,
fixing
you
it.
successfully evade the ships. I will say also on comms, the catechist looking at the Keith turns his head. He's like looking around, like Godspeed to you, I guess.
What? I fixed your engines. Get out.
There's another interceptor about to shoot them. So.
Oh, god
Because
damn it.
Well, hey, but
I
technically,
told you that.
don't they get to move at the same time we do because we're allies?
You know what? You're right. They have to
I
move a
have
lot.
an
though.
idea.
They have to move a lot. They can do
Well,
it.
they can try.
Yeah. All right. I will have them try. All right. You have escaped the other ships.
We still
But
have
we
a dick on board, but
Yeah, but
Right.
to say he's still hostile towards us.
all right. So we've escaped, and then I am going to look over my shoulder and see his So when he starts his fan attack, he's got fire burning behind him.
So that's. I will say I have to spend a collapse point for the big burst. I have not spent that
Oh,
collapse
but-
point yet.
Okay, it sounded like when you described it before, like it was like prime behind him and burning.
So he has fire rays that comes from his fingertips,
Mhm.
and then he has the fireball, which is the explosion. Right now, he only has a fire ray declared. However, I do have one collapse point, which I'm almost definitely going to spend on his fireball. I'm not going to lie to you guys.
That's totally fair.
Make him lose it.
I can't spend it yet. I have to wait after Asra's turn. I can only do it
all
between turns. I can't do it during a turn.
All right, so then I am going to try to throw him off his game by kind of turning over my shoulder and waving some of my sparkly little tentacles and saying, "Oh, but darling, why would you want to look at the burn when you could look at the star?" And use suave to just try to throw him off of his game.
I said turn. Oh, you want Jeremy advantage? You want damage him? Sorry.
Damage.
All right.
Emotional damage. Brain damage.
Fine.
I'm gonna give him brain damage. Pass.
I'm gonna give you too much more brain damage to this
Emotional
guy.
damage.
Electrical
Yeah.
trauma is also brain
As you say, it's like, oh, my stars are burning, just the light of the burn. I shall stare at the stars as I look at the orange light behind him. Oh, it's a beautiful sight. He looks at the window.
You set me up for what I want to do next.
Good, I'm glad. What a strange little man. And then I just want to kind of eye him up and down and try to like get more, like see what I can see beyond the crazy. And I'd like to use
Okay.
perception to see, or actually I'd like to use perception to see if I can figure out how close he is to at least being knocked out so we can tie him up and interrogate him.
All right, so what's your advantage for that?
Yeah, gain an advantage, roll perception.
Okay. Roll it. Complexity 3.
4.
Not 4. No. You meant. Oh, yeah.
This is my third action,
You're right.
so
You're right.
no,
You're right. Sorry.
Yeah.
The 3 earlier.
He's
spins me off. You're right.
Pass.
He looks like he's about to. He looks like he's about to stop attacking for whatever reason. Yeah. You get
And then she just goes, I trust you've got this, chaps. Excuse me while I just step out of the way then. And she's gonna go back up over here in the corner.
We're on
All right.
fire still.
And
You're also
Oh,
on fire.
shit!
That is true.
I didn't put the fire. Oh god, I put the fire out of myself. Then as she gets to the corner, she goes, "Oh, dear me, I seem to be burning," and is going to. Oh, Grace, what am I going to do to get rid of this? What do I justify to roll a 5? Going to use engineering to determine the safest place on the floor to stop, drop, and roll, and not accidentally set something important on fire while I do it.
Okay, I like that. I like that.
All right, and that's
Complexity
complexity
5.
5.
You
I
three
do
advantages,
have.
so.
I also have a minor positive condition on this, which I'm hoping helps.
Oh.
I only need.
He's got,
I
you
only
can
need to
re-roll
burn
it.
1 advantage to save this. I'm doing it.
You guys will lose him after the combat ends, so.
That's true.
Roll 1d12, not a 2, 10, or 11.
All right.
There you go.
Bam! I'm
Your-
not
your
on fire.
You're not on fire.
And
Anything
I
else?
already have a minor positive condition on engineering.
Yep.
I don't think it goes up to major. So yeah, no, I pushed my luck last time and it bit me in the ass. I'm done.
All right. As he does that, as you do that, he's like, "Oh my, these stars are so beautiful." He's looking at him like, "I can make a star in here as well. Oh, a star in here, a star, a beautiful star." He's gonna get ready to cast a fireball. A beautiful star.
I still haven't gone yet.
Yeah, me neither.
This is his
well,
collapse
it's a
point.
collapse point. He's not actually
Oh,
doing
okay.
attacking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you all have your turn left except for Az.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Go
who
ahead,
goes next is the question.
Whoever's next. Yeah, whoever wants to go next.
Go first.
If you want, I can go next.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Over it. You said you had
Although-
something?
Yeah, my plan is not to keep him on the ship.
Oh balls! But you could
So-
wear him. You could wear him.
Mm-hmm.
If we kill him, yes, I could wear him, but like that's not that
That's
wasn't
not sanitary.
that's, well,
Don't put yourself in
Oh,
crazy,
it's-
as they say.
Oh, burning alive! It's so beautiful.
the plan that Bharz has is to get him to go and outside and to make himself a star.
All right, what do you want to roll for that?
I'm gonna do empathy because that's hilarious to me.
Roll at complexity 2. This guy's already at 1 HP. I mean, if you roll this, he's going.
Yeah. All right, let's hope.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Oh, to be a star in the world is such a great thing. A burning fire, so brighter than anything I can
So-
imagine. He runs towards the window. What were you
Hold
saying?
on,
My
I wanted to
God.
narrate what Bharz was about. What
Okay,
Bharz
go ahead.
does. So Bharz oozes out of the engine room, and then picks himself up, and then becomes a pillar, and then starts undulating in front of him, and says, "Wouldn't you rather be a star? Be a point of origin. Go join the stars."
Fire is my middle name. Fire, fire. I'm burning alive. I can imagine it. It's so beautiful. He uses his fire ray instead of against Hera, against glass. And, well, whatever sort of like windows you have, causing a hull breach, mind you. It immediately jumps out the window.
And Baz is like, I just fixed that!
And,
Bharz knew what was gonna happen.
and as he does, he floats outwards in like shooting fireballs. He doesn't become a star. That's not possible. And he's like, he can't speak as he's out. And he like starts pouring fire into his own mouth as he drifts off. All right, you guys still on fire
What?
technically, but unless you guys have any reason to. Well, actually, there might be a reason. I'll leave it in phase 2. What do you, Bharz, still taking your turn
Yeah, Bharz is gonna try to breach that.
to fix the breach? Okay.
Yep, just trying to think of what would be the best way of doing that, because I have used a D10 and D12. Oh, let's do engineering again. To try to breach that, or to fix that breach. Oh yeah. So
Absolutely, it's fixed.
And that's all Bharz needs to do. Bharz just rests.
All right. Anyone else want to do anything in this combat? Or I'm not worried about fire. If you want to exit combat, if you guys want to do nothing else in the combat, then we'll end it here. The
No,
combat.
I just want to put myself out.
The only
What are you gonna
thing
say, Hera?
I was going to do is Hera's going to call out freedom. You know that medical bay that you showed me before? I think I may need faints.
Fair enough. All right, we are out of combat as this Olrin just drifts off. Who knows what we'll be seeing again? Either Crystal. Yeah, not like he explodes in space, but regardless,
Thank God.
leaving the ships behind you and moving back towards the center of the galaxy.
Well, I would say so much for interrogating the hostage, but he was batshit crazy. I don't know if he would have told us anything worthwhile anyway.
As a blob on the floor, there's still like the eyes and the grease for the mouth. Yeah, I didn't want to risk it. I don't like being on fire. I don't think anybody else likes being on fire.
I mean, I look pretty cool. I look pretty cool putting out the fire.
Putting out the fire, yes. Being on fire. Well, darling, no one likes the smell of singed fur.
Well, I'm sorry for being hot.
I would say all of you without any
If
checks
Glean
on all
had eyebrows, one would be raising.
I would say, unless you guys have any reason, if you guys want to, actually, I think you guys would want to for your Nova points. So I'll give you it as DM for Mori, for whoever wants to. Mori, Freedom, and Hera were on fire. So if you guys want to roll anything and get the fires up, I will give you the option to roll something to put it up because, otherwise, it would be kind of unfair. So
Yeah,
if you guys want to roll something,
I think Freedom would like untransform from being a turret, being on fire. He sort of says, "Oh, this is impractical. This is very impractical." And then he sort of like shrinks down, like puts his arms into his sides, pulls his knees up into his chest, and then just literally just turns into a ball and just rolls around the hull. So,
Oh, he really is a transformer.
fuck
And I
yes,
would
he's
say
a
all these-
transformer.
I would say all these checks are complexity too because. it's not like you
Okay.
can
Oh, yeah.
expect the fire.
I'm gonna say that is a performance skill.
Okay, I'll give it to you. Pretty funny.
To steal a line from Beardy McBeard. That's suspicious.
That's suspicious.
All right, Maury, what were you gonna say?
I think for me, in terms of my fire thing, I'm just gonna like, pretty much in a more dramatic show, like have it so like my hands are like going over the shoulders of my coat, and then just like
Black Panther the flames right off yourself.
yeah,
What do you want to roll for it?
decorum,
Decorum.
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 God.
Decorum is fine. It
I'm
sounds
just
cool.
letting it go. It was fun.
I was gonna let it go too. Yeah.
I'd never let it go. That's because I'm me.
Matt, spell Biddle.
I
Cold never bothered you anyways.
The cold never bothered me. Anyways.
Go ahead, Maury. You roll.
You don't have the hair for that roll. I'm sorry.
All right, Hera, did you want
Wigs.
to do a
Wigs
roll,
is-
or do you want to have, or someone else could also roll in your stead to put you out of fire as well if you'd like, or if you want to roll, it's fine too.
I was going to say that if Hera were to go before the combat ended, he would have done the he would have flexed the fire off, if you will. Just flex and
Is
the
it like
fire just goes
presents?
out.
Okay,
And maybe rips his shirt a little bit.
What is that? It's like a presence roll to say. What are you trying? What are you trying to roll?
I think that's a presence.
He
Either presence
intimidates
or
the fire.
Or just a power. A demonstration of raw
I
power.
don't know. Power would be like I'm pushing the fire and smothering.
I
it
don't
with
know.
a
I
hand.
think power makes sense.
Okay, I'll give it either way. However you want to roll this. I'm being very lenient.
Just
on
for
those
the
today.
fun. Just
I think
because
it's
power
fun.
sounds fun.
For the lulz.
Yeah,
For
fuck.
lols.
For the loves.
That's what this entire system is anyway. It's just
Yeah.
using
Just-
skills in
There we
stupid
go.
ways.
Mm-hmm.
And then after
Using
that, as
skills
you're
in
done,
the
And then
best
after
way.
that, it
flex,
just faints.
and then you fall over on your back while doing so.
Yep.
I'm gonna
Oh
hide these
dear.
sectors so they're not like visible, kind of like the wing thing.
We have
Hey,
travel time, so I'm
alright.
not spending a Nova point to heal you. Sorry.
Well, he's
Awesome.
only hurt
Why
one.
Hera was called out to Freedom because he's got them medical facilities.
Sector
think.
4 has 2 holes in it now. Holes in the hole. But they are patched currently, but of course they're still damaged. Your engine unit has been haphazardly fixed, and there was a fire that burned a few things in front of, and a giant fireball hit in the middle next to all of you. So a lot of stuff was burned in this attack.
Oh, don't worry. Bharz is going to
yeah,
go
that's-
around and do what they can to try to fix things up.
That's what I was going to say. Is I remember we definitely had an actual character sheet for our ship last time because that's where all of our Argent was.
Oh yeah, I have
So-
this Argent listed here on the
Yeah, because
there's a page, not on a sheet.
I
but a
remember-
page for a sheet.
I remember
I'll sh-
that it costs a certain amount of money to get the ship repaired in a port because I had an ability last time that cut it in half, but I don't know
Yeah,
if Maury
Here's
took
the
that one or not.
page. But it's not sheets, it's a page. Your MI's at 1 HP now, by the way, also. So as you hear over the comms, you Jimbo, we should head for repairs.
Where is this page you're talking about? It
Oh,
didn't
look
pop up
at-
on my screen.
It
I'll
popped
move you
up
back
for a
to it.
minute.
It's a map.
Oh, okay. And there's the Argent. Okay.
Yep.
4,200. I don't think that's enough to get fixed. So these fuckers that we just saved better pay us.
It's starting to get a little late.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you guys want to end it there then, as you guys escape combat from the
It's a good place to stop.
from the
Yeah.
hand.
And I think me and Sarah went over it in the break that during the trip back to whatever base they go to, Asra and we'll have a few words to Hera. I think.
Yeah, I think we'll
Yeah.
do that next
We can
session. We'll
Totally
start-
do that next session.
Yeah, I'll put
Or
it. I put
just-
it in chat so we can see it next session, so we won't
Mhm.
forget. And I guess as far as your ship, as your Jimbo heads back towards the center of the Alaxis galaxy, battered and bruised and burned, you cut back a little bit, go towards the Predator class ship. It's floating just as trying to chase your Bolt class ship, but not being able to catch up. It's got 2 of these yellow cloaked and white masked men at the front. They see a creature drifting off in space, and eventually we're able to catch up to him and pull this yellow Orin onto the ship, who's unconscious. They both stand over him as they get him in the bay. They look down. Should we get him up? Fucking crazy. You saw what he did. You're right. We could just leave this as a casualty. I don't think Opa would have any problem with that, especially after we got the plasma. Right. And they go to the communicator. Did you intercept the Catechus? Yes, we were able to disable its engines yet again. Good.
God damn it.
Good. Opa will be happy. And that's where we're end the session for today.
Oppo?
We're never getting paid.
Matt might remember that name.
Mr. Oppo?
That name does sound familiar. There's some connection between all of your little things here, Kraw. Love it.
Yeah. Oppo is, for reference, is a character from the another module that we'll be going to next.
Yes.
Ah, nice.
As we escape part 1, it shall soon enter part 2. And that's
Ooh.
BurnBryte. That's what we got for him.
Cool.
Nice.
Anything else you want to say, Kraw, before we scoot?
I got nothing. That was entirely combat session, basically. I didn't expect to take this long.
It
I was
happens.
expecting-
expect
I was
so
expecting-
many
I
fail
was-
rolls.
I was expecting a 1 hour. Like,
We fucked up
You got-
hardcore, dude. Like
you
7,000
got
times.
Yeah.
376. free aim shoots all the guns, and you do 2 damage, not just 1, and then someone else gets a free aim, shoots 2 guns, someone moves up, oh man, that's easy fun. Nope. Nothing's wrong.
But it's BurnBryte and everyone wants to be creative.
That's why I didn't
Everybody's
kill you
so
guys.
creative.
That's why I didn't kill you guys.
That's very kind of you.
I think
Appreciate it.
I like to think.
Now,
we
if they
did
got another
the
shot
other
at you, I
guy's
would have let it happen.
favor.
What was that?
Yeah, I said I think we did the one ship a favor by like making the guy eat his own fire.
I like that move. Kicking him out. Get off my plane.
Yeah, I spent a little bit of time on that character, that's for sure. Brulo will not be returning. He is dead.
Oh man.
Unless he wanted to return really
No,
fast.
actually,
no,
no.
not really.
He was
No,
a fucking
thank you.
asshole. No, thank you.
One of the first few hands you shall meet. I wonder who will be the next one.
I'm sure the
Oh,
rest
I
of
said
the
her name.
daylight will be perfectly warm and cuddly.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
They're not crazy at all. They're reasonable.
Totally normal.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think
they're
that's
all-
everything. I think we'll send off. And Matt, when I host these, I let you send off because you have good send off. So why don't you go ahead and send off?
This is your
No.
game, man. I never let
No. Go ahead. I insist. I did insist every time. You said this last time. I'm insisting again.
Oh shit. All right. Well, if you insist, remember, folks, take care of each other, but do not forget to take care of yourselves.